Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Emergent Dawn of the Next Generation. This was supposed to be our last session. It was supposed to be 4 episodes, but we've been having so much fun and such a good time that I think I can officially announce now this is not our last session. We will be back next week, which is really good because I don't think I could cram everything we need to finish into the next 3.5 hours. So for everyone's sake, this will be 4 out of 5. We'll have one more. We'll be back next week. Also, however, going to announce, if you are really enjoying the show, and I'll say this multiple times probably, if you're really enjoying the show and you don't want it to end next week, if we reach our donation goal, which we are over halfway towards, we will keep going, and I will come up with another monster, and we will do another season of this game with these characters. I already have ideas and plans and thoughts. We're going to make them do Monster Prom Attack, because there's so much going on between these characters, so I think that would be really fun to see if we reach our donation goal. We're gonna do, it's the same as always. You all know what we're doing here. We're gonna go around. We're gonna have you introduce yourself, your character, pronouns, power, where people can find you, all the usual stuff. Throw it to Neon last, and then I am going to recap and give a little about where we left off. So, we'll go in the same, I don't switch it up, we're going to go in the same order that we normally go in, which means that it's just the order you are on the screen. So, Matt, you're going to go first.
All right. Hello, my name is Matt, he, him pronouns. I'm playing Lee, he, they pronouns, who is the Necrometrist who can speak to spirits. And you can find me and everything I do. Just look up improv and RPG. But I will pass it over to Monroe.
Hey y'all, I'm Monroe. I use he, they pronouns, and I will be playing Ruby, who uses any and all pronouns, our floralist. And you can find me everywhere online, usually at Monroe. And Cait.
I'm Cait. I use she, they pronouns, and I am playing Veronica Nicole, who uses she, her pronouns, and is our very worried Apex cheerleader. And
I wonder why. You have nothing to worry about.
I'm stressed. It's fine. It'll be great. It'll be
Why?
so good. And you can find me everywhere at Handskate across all socials.
Hell yeah. And that's me. I am Neon Graffiti. Or you call me Neon. I'm the lovely little producery side host for this lovely show. As Quinn already mentioned, check out our Tiltify and send in some donations if you want to, supercharge the monster even more, or maybe give us some rerolls so that we don't die. We have 2 at the start of this session, but come check out our donation rewards. And like Quinn also mentioned, if we reach that $1,000 goal by the end of next episode, so you're already getting a bonus episode because look at this lovely $600 that we've already raised for the Trans Lifeline. So you're getting a bonus 5th episode, sorry, not 6th. So if we reach that donation goal, you can see us again for another season with these characters in the lovely Quinn back in the Game Master seat. That being said, all the money that we raise goes to the Trans Lifeline, is a phenomenal grassroots organization based in the United States. Now you might be thinking, Logomancy, you're a Canadian streaming company. What are you doing supporting a states organization? Well, it's because trans people across the world are part of my community, and I care about them. And we help people that need the help most. And right now, it's American-based trans people who are actively watching their rights being taken away. So donate if you can. If you can't, find someone who can, maybe. But aside from that, just enjoy, and thank you for coming along at least this far in this journey with us. Without further ado, Quinn, it is back to you.
Yes, indeed. I never know when to introduce myself. I'm gonna do it now. I'm Quinn. I use any pronouns, and you can find me on the internet at Blue Sky and Blue Sky only at Quinn Beckham 27. I run this, and I have another recurring game on Sunday nights, and I do a bunch of other stuff. I am chronically overcommitted, but I'm going to be here at least one more week running this game that I enjoy a lot. Also, to promo this game, if you have checked out our cool core rulebook and enjoy it, never a good sign when I start out not being able to speak in the first 10 minutes. If you've checked out our core rulebook and enjoy it, we already have an expansion for Emergent that went live yesterday. It is 186 additional pages with 16 new powers, 3 new monsters, expanded rules for NPCs, vehicles, crafting. It's got a ton of really cool stuff in it. It is the weird, wacky, wucky powers in there. So some really interesting, fun ones. So you should check that out. And with that, I will give a little recap from our last couple sessions. Our players started out as average teens, whatever average means, non-superpowered in this case, until they got put in the same group for a group project, the True Horror group projects, and being in high school. That's the only reason why we can call this a horror game at this point. And they went out to do their normal, typical, safe group project and encountered something very unsafe and not typical, which is a monster that stopped their car as their car almost got ran off the road and then chased them a little bit through the town after taking off its skin, as one does. Since discovering the monster in their town, our players have also discovered that they all have superpowers. So we have one who can talk to ghosts, one who makes plants grow, one who's noticed she got a little bit stronger, and then one who can mend her flesh in horrifying and terrifying ways. And yeah, our players have been working to learn more about the monster, investigate it a little bit. You have learned that it does not like the cold, which you learned from getting a sample of it and putting it in the freezer. You did some research because the monster is very sort of tar-like looking in appearance to see, okay, what would you do with tar, which you can clean just by using dish soap. So you're not quite sure how to apply that, but maybe you might be able to. You also, we just left off with Carm observing the monster. You know that it can act during the day, which is weird because you have a book about monsters and having superpowers that said that they don't like light. So you have deduced that because it wears people's skin, it has a nice little protection that it gives itself. And you learned from talking to a ghost that it apparently threw up some metal that it ate. So perhaps it does not like metal. And we just left off with Carm observing the monster all by herself. We're getting a great lesson in don't split the party here. Carm had gone and climbed up on a roof and observed the monster, and it's going to be totally, completely fine. Nothing's going to happen to her. But had observed the monster just sort of not acting like a normal person, kind of just repeatedly running into a post, seeming like it didn't know where it was going or what it was doing, until a jogger ran by, and it immediately locked in, focused on that jogger, and started chasing after it, which Carmilla could not stand idly by and watch that happen. So she leapt across the rooftops, jumped onto a light post, I think it was.
Street light.
Yeah, street light. Slid down it Wolverine style with her claws, and is now chasing after the monster. And yes, as a reminder, the monster has 3 supercharges, and you all have 2 rerolls, unless people donate for more. So
please donate for more.
We're gonna pick it off with a very interesting chase that we've got going on here, because we've got the monster chasing a civilian, Carmilla chasing the monster, and the rest of you in your cars chasing Carmilla. However, for the sake of being a kind and generous GM who is very nice to all of you, I'm going to say that instead of a chase where you're going after each other, you're going towards each other. So, Carm, you are aware of the fact that you are running in the general direction of the school. The rest of you are not aware of that because you don't know. You know Carm was in the downtown, but you don't actually know where she's going now, unless you want to give her a call, which is, again, me being a very kind and generous GM and saying, maybe call her, because otherwise I don't know how you're going to find each other.
You imagine
what was
if
the
I just didn't
message
pick
Carm
up the
said
phone?
before?
It was basically like, found it, going after it. It's chasing a jogger, can't let that happen.
And I will also say that I believe Lee and Veronica were both driving, but Ruby's
Ruby's in mine. I
Ruby,
whipped up to the front, was like, "Get in!" and then hauled
Ruby
ass out.
jumped in. Yeah.
So the way that we're going to run this from a mechanical perspective, there is rules for vehicle chases and there are rules for reverse chases in the rulebook. There are not rules for 5-way chases. Because believe it or not, that doesn't happen very often.
You should really get on that.
I know, that's what we're missing from this rulebook, 5-way chases. So I'm just going to keep multiple chase trackers on my end, which normally you would be able to see, but you can't see my desk, so you're just going to have to believe me. I'm going to just basically set distances. The way chases normally work, I set distances for how far away you are from the thing that you're chasing. You make checks. The checks get you closer to the thing that you're chasing. There's also a time tracker, so you have a certain amount of time. For example, Carm, you only have a certain amount of time before the monster is going to catch up to that jogger. For the rest of you, you don't really need a time tracker because your time tracker is Carm being attacked, which I assume you're hoping to make it there before that happens.
Yeah.
We'll see if that works or not. So I'm going to go ahead and set my different chase trackers for your different chases here on my desk, which I use. The nice, easy, convenient way of setting chase trackers is using dice and just flipping them to lower numbers. So I have got that all set up, and you are all going to go ahead and make me chase rolls. For those of you who are driving a car, the roll is operation.
Yep.
So it is a D8 operation. If you have someone in the car, so only the driver makes the roll because only the driver is operating the car. However, if you are in the car, you can get a fun additional action, which is called navigate. Taking a navigate action is making a perception or streetwise, also D8. And on a success, you can grant your driver advantage.
Okay.
I believe in you, Ruby.
Okay.
And also, just hands-free cell phone because we're responsible for.
Yes.
It's on speakerphone for calling harm.
Yeah.
And then, Carm, you're going to go ahead and make me an athletics check because right now I think you're just flat out running.
I am just flat out running.
Just meets it.
I roll 1 degree of success.
Advantage.
Okay. Yeah, so you get advantage on your car check. Lee, you have no one in the car with you.
Okay.
Because you guys took separate vehicles.
Yeah. Point of clarification. Whenever I have a -1 penalty because I am overwhelmed,
Yes.
is that the next die up that I roll?
No. So -1 penalty would just be your operation. You treat it as 1 less than what it is.
Okay, then I have 1 degree of success.
Yeah. Wait, that's right.
Oh, never mind.
Yes, because you're trying to roll under, so making it lower makes it harder to roll under.
Okay,
I'm
great.
paranoid. I cannot receive assistance on skill rolls.
Oh.
This is a little bit different than assistance.
Strain.
So assistance is helping make your roll. Yeah, thank you everyone for remembering your strain effects, by the way. Assistance would be like specifically assisting you. And I think that navigate is different because navigate is its own entire action.
Okay.
Yeah, assistance is making your roll easier by someone like using their same skill to help with yours.
Okay.
So you can't do that. But I'm going to roll just to let Ruby do something as opposed to just sitting there as a passenger. That the navigate will be able to help you with this. Also, I really want you to catch up to Carm. Otherwise, this is going to be a really interesting fight.
We'll be fine.
1
be
degree
fine.
of success.
Okay, so everyone passed their first round of chase checks, meaning that you're all moving steadily closer to one another. Carm, you are watching as you're getting closer and closer to the monster. It's not moving at a rapid speed. It is running pretty quickly. It does seem like at this point the jogger has noticed that someone is really kind of directly chasing after him and has also sped up his pace. So the jogger, it seems, is also not quite jogging anymore, like it started kind of running. So the jogger, it does seem, is keeping pace for now.
Good.
Yeah.
This is good.
Okay, drivers, go ahead and roll me another operation. And Carm, go ahead and roll me another athletics. You're still kind of on the trail path, moving through the park, but you are seeing that you're starting to move. It looks like the jogger is going to be going into a neighborhood. So you're starting to move out of the trail.
Okay. How far away am I from like the monster?
You started pretty far away from it, because it had a decent head start on you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, in terms of range bands, you're range bands don't really exist in chases, but you're probably still like long range if you're looking at using a power. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanna get this guy like distracted and off the pedestrian.
Smart.
Is kind of my goal here before he ducks into neighborhood and it becomes super hard to do anything without being seen.
Yeah. Smart. Yeah.
Advantage.
Okay, drivers, operation. How you doing?
Yeah. Okay.
2 degrees of success.
2 degrees. Okay.
1 over, unless Carm.
I'm gonna activate
Or not
another
karma.
mutation.
Okay.
Ruby.
What mutation are you activating?
I'm activating hyperreactive joints again.
Okay.
So my arms and legs get a little bit unsettling. They're longer than they should be. They're unsettlingly so. But I'm wearing baggier clothes this time, and I'm not as like I'm a little bit more like mentally present in the moment. So it's not as like it's not 7'2". It's like 6'6".
Okay.
And I get advantage on my coordination, athletics, and agility rolls.
Okay. Does that take an action to activate?
It does not say so.
Okay, then you're fine. You can just do that. Okay.
Oh wait, no,
So
it does. Haha.
go ahead.
All flex saves are an action.
You can still do it. You're allowed to do it, but you would basically fail your chase check for this, meaning you would move a little further away from the monster. You're still moving. You're still following. You would just get a little further away. I would move your tracker back 1.
No, okay, then no time. I just gotta run.
Just run in.
Oh,
Okay.
I succeed by 2 this time.
Okay. You are moving ever closer. And it sounds like from our drivers, Lee is moving closer, but Veronica is not.
I didn't know if Ruby passed
Yeah.
there. You did?
Do I keep making the navigation
Yeah, you
check?
keep making it. Yeah, every time. Yeah. New check
Is
every
it-
time.
And that's 2 degrees of success.
Okay, so I get advantage.
Yes.
That's a 1, so 3 degrees of success.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay. So not a crit, but you are moving closer.
Thank you. I almost turned left where I should turn right, and Ruby's like, no!
As I want to say, as Ruby has his hair down, he's actively braiding it while navigating it, so it's up and away from his face.
Oh yeah.
Practicality, we love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For those of you who are driving, it's just you're making a lot of the same roll over and over again. Because of operation, that's just what you do. Normally, I would spend more time describing obstacles and choices you can take and roads you can choose to go down. But for the sake of time, you're going on the straightest path possible, and you're just speeding along. Carm, you, however, despite your best efforts, are still not quite close enough to this thing, and it looks like the jogger is turning off of the park path and into a nearby neighborhood, and the monster is following. I will give
Oh, go for it. Sorry.
I will give you options on how you want to go about pursuing this, because you've been like on the track basically running. If you want to try and get a little bit of a like just off-roading it, like just going like through the bushes and through the grass and try to like get around and cut them off, you might lose sight of them, but you also might be able to get there a little bit faster, or you can just stay on the path.
Am I still within long range?
Yes. You need one more successful roll, and you will be close enough to do something. But by that point, it does seem like you'll probably be into the neighborhood. Because I don't want to make it that easy on you.
Yeah. I'm gonna tuck for the shortcut.
Okay.
Okay. And trying to cut through.
Then you're gonna go ahead and make me agility instead of athletics, which I do believe. Oh no, you didn't activate that flesh shape, so you don't have any advantage in that. Yeah, go ahead and give me agility on that, and everyone else, keep driving, pedal to the metal. 2
degrees of success.
Okay, you are getting ever closer.
1 degree of success for advantage.
Okay.
For Veronica.
I failed horribly.
Okay. Lee does take that wrong turn.
1 degree of success.
Okay, so you all are moving ever closer. Have you officially called Carm on the phone?
It's just been like ringing. For some reason, they're not picking up. It's wild.
Oh. I think as I'm like running through the shortcut, I'm like, what's vibrating in my pocket? Oh, phone! And I'll click it and I'll tuck it into like my like a breast pocket on like the inside of my jacket.
Nice.
And I'm what? You're on speaker for me as well.
Just imagining how wild this sounds on both ends.
Yeah.
Where the hell are you?
Running through the park, about to hit communities.
Just looks at Ruby. Do you know where?
Can I see any road signs or like any like landmarks?
Yeah, as you get kind of out of the park and into the neighborhood, you do see the jogger is now just jogging on the sidewalk. Now definitely freaked out because like on the park trail, someone behind you on a park trail is not that weird. Lots of people use the park trail. But for someone to then like follow you off the park trail into the neighborhood gets a little bit more suspect, a little more suspicious. So the jogger has picked up pace a little more and thankfully has still not been caught by the monster. But you can look around.
Actually, he's turning around, right, to like check the guy behind him.
A little bit, yeah. He's kind of glancing over his shoulder just to see why you following me.
Yeah, can he see me behind the monster chasing them?
He just sees you come like sprinting out of the bushes into this neighborhood. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just like as I'm fucking like mad dash, I'm just run, go, pick it up.
Veronica, you hear that as well because the phone's on.
Yeah.
Are you?
And then yes, you do. To answer your question, I am kind of envisioning this as like cul-de-sac-y kind of street that you've kind of entered into.
Yeah.
That there's like an entrance into the park so people can take their kids or dogs or selves into the park from there. And yeah, you see the name of where you are at the street. Make up a name so I don't have to. I can make one up if that's
Gregory Circle. Gregory Close. There it is. It's named after some guy. I don't know.
That's why I had you make it up. It's gonna be way funnier than whatever I would make up.
Circle.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm driving as fast as I feel is safe to drive in town, so we're coming.
Right. Yes. Be safe. Drive safe.
Ty?
I won't.
Okay, everyone go ahead and give me another round of checks. Neon, I'm going to have you make me fortitude at this point. Because that is about keeping up your stamina when you've been running for a hot minute. Your goal is to keep your speed. Okay. Amazing.
I failed again.
No, Lee!
You try and correct for the first wrong turn by like making a U-turn, but you can't actually make a U-turn where you are and you realize it too late and just make a left going further away from where you were trying to go.
No.
So Lee's busy getting lost. Veronica, are you...
1 degree of success.
Okay, you're doing fine.
It was almost really bad.
Okay, and Karm, you meet. So meets it, beats it. You are you sprint your way out of the bushes. You do think that taking the shorter option put you out a little bit closer to the monster than you might have been otherwise.
Okay.
So you are at the point now where you are you're short range. You're closer. So if you wanted to use a power, go for it.
Oh boy. I already have quills active because I activated them before we started running.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Actually, I'm just gonna take. Can I take an attack action?
Yeah.
I want to get this thing's attention.
You can take a chase action, which in this you can take one action during a chase instead of making your chase roll.
Yeah.
So you won't be running, but in theory, if you get its attention, you might not need to run after it anymore.
Right. That is the goal. Okay. Okay. So I'm rolling a D8 with whatever I attack with, right?
Yes, D8, and then your attack skill will be based on whatever you're using to attack. Melee, ranged, thrown.
I will be using a thrown attack with my quills mutation.
Okay.
So I launch the quills and I roll either strength or coordination. I am going to roll strength and definitely not coordination.
Okay.
I
almost feel. Well, no, you yelled. If you hadn't yelled, I might have let you make this as a surprise attack because the monster is not expecting to be attacked. But it does know that you're there. So
yeah, it's fine.
You have
I don't think it matters though because I rolled a 2 on my strength of 9.
Okay.
So
very
that's
good.
A critical, correct?
Yes, it is. Monster. All combat is opposed. All combat is always going to be you rolling and the monster rolling. So now it's my turn to roll some dice. The closest dice that I have to me are by Pride Flag dice. So the monster says gay rights.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The monster gets to roll to try and dodge out of the way because this is a thrown attack. And the monster gets... Ooh. I do believe the monster also crits that, but what did you get?
I succeeded by 8.
Okay, the monster succeeds by 6, which is also a crit, but not enough of a crit. So, what does that attack do?
It will deal 5 physical damage.
Okay.
And 1 toxic damage on hit.
Okay. Very nice. The first damage dealt to the monster all a game.
So yeah, I think how that looks is like after like yelling at the jogger to run faster and like realizing like, okay, I'm like close enough now. Karm like is running and then like plants her front foot sideways before like taking her back arm, throwing it back, and then just like really like low ball curving it and launching these quills off of her wrist.
Nice.
And she has her headphones in. I don't know why I put the phone on speaker. But she has her headphones in and like the intro bass drop to Bomb Track by Rage Against the Machine like hits just as she like launches that attack and she's like in fight mode now.
Okay. Very nice. You do notice that doesn't seem to slow the monster down a whole lot. It seems like some of the quills are you know that the skin suit protects against the sun. It also seems like the skin suit might provide a little bit of extra armor to it.
That's fine.
So they kind of stick in the thing's back of its shoulder, and it doesn't seem massively affected. And it does turn and notice you, which I know your main goal was to get its attention.
Yep.
So you definitely have that. It definitely turns and notices you. And the question is, who is closer to it?
You said I was in short range.
You are in short range, and you did tell the jogger to book it. So, yeah, I'm going to say that it is going to turn its attention onto you. Are you going Are you going for chase, or are you going for combat here?
Combat here?
Okay.
Yes, because
Yeah.
wait, we're in the middle of a community.
You are kind of in the middle of the neighborhood. If this makes your decision any easier, something, why not? Let's make it complicated. As you are standing there, again, you kind of were in this little cul-de-sac, and it's the start of school, so it's early morning. A lot of people have already left for work and already gone to work, but not everybody has left and gone to work. Depends on if you start work at like 8 or 9, or if you had to take kids to school, etc. So it's not empty, but it's not packed full of people all leaving their houses right now. So as you've kind of run into this neighborhood, there is you're now kind of running along the main street, and there's a car pulling out of its driveway to start to drive away. And as they start to drive, interestingly enough, as you have your music on in your headphones, this car turns on their music as they are driving. And it's that really, really deep bass where like the ground kind of shakes and reverberates a little bit. That like really intense kind of music. And you have seen the monster now. You've been watching it out in public for a while. There have been dogs barking and birds making noise, and the monster hasn't really reacted to any of that. However, something about the quality of this noise and the way that it is like shaking and reverberating the ground.
Okay.
The skin that the monster is wearing, it starts to like, the monster starts to seep out of its own skin.
Ooh,
as the skin kind of gets like shaken off of it. And the creature itself, the black, gooey tar that is covered in all of those mouths, sort of oozes its way out of the skin as the skin falls lifelessly to the ground like the shed skin of a lizard. And the first thing that happens upon that is that you can see the monster's mouths like shriek, and you hear a ear-splitting noise as it is exposed to the direct sunlight of the morning. It is not happy about that, and you can tell, which does prove your theory from earlier, that the monster wears the skin to protect from the sun. The person who was running the jogger turns back over his shoulder, sees that, and it's running, thankfully. And you are now left facing the monster in direct sunlight. So if if we're going to combat, the monster is going to act first. Because the monster always acts first unless you have a surprise on it.
Right.
Yeah. So the first thing that it is going to do is it's going to attack you first. That's what it's going to do first. It's going to attack you first. It is going to like sort of just not, it doesn't have arms, it's just a blob. It is just a large towering blob, but almost like out of the center of it, a like tendril of black just shoots out at you. And I'm going to use one of the monster supercharges on this action.
Let's go.
So the way that I have flavored monster supercharges for the audience's sake is I've made a special ability that I have called Monster Supercharge that I can use. But this is a normal attack that the monster can make. I am supercharging the attack by giving the monster additional advantage and allowing the attack to deal extra damage should it hit. So I'm rolling with advantage, so I need a different dice. Should grab a different pride flag every time I do
dodge,
this.
Right?
You have to roll to dodge because this is ranged, so you cannot block. Dodge
so
is reflex.
Correct?
Reflex. And you are rolling a D8.
I rolled another 2.
Okay.
Which is...
What's your reflex?
It's 7, so I have 5 degrees of success again.
Okay. The monster also has 5 degrees of success.
Shit!
And ties go to the attacker in this game.
No!
Unfortunately for you.
Damn.
So,
That's okay.
So close. So you were hit. That hit deals automatically 6 damage. And
Okay.
when this hits, the monster makes a free grapple attack against you. So this is not an action on the monster's
Understood.
part. It is trying to sort of grab onto your chest with this sticky, sticky, gross clawedness thing.
Okay.
So it is going to try and grapple you. We have rules for how grappling works. Grappling is a brawl attack. So it is rolled strength or agility with a difference based on your size level.
Okay.
So I am going to just go ahead and give myself the bonus based on being the larger. And you're going to go
Mhm.
ahead and roll strength or agility. Yeah, the attacker
Okay.
gets the bonus. So I get bonus to this.
Oof. 3 degrees of
Okay,
success.
I also rolled not great. Let's see. Okay. Does the monster also get 3 degrees? That's hilarious.
Can we stop matching?
No,
Hey,
apparently.
Hey, bud.
Hey, it's
What
okay
the hell?
when you start attacking, then the ties will go to you.
Yeah, for sure.
So, on a hit, I get to choose an option, and I am choosing to grapple you.
Okay.
A grapple is a condition that you take. When you are grappled, you are restrained. You cannot move or take any physical actions other than attempting to break out of the thing restraining you.
Okay.
So you're basically just stuck. What the monster did was it got you stuck in this grapple. It is now going to use its second action to attempt to pull you along with it into the nearby garage that was left open when this person left and went to work
Fine by
in order
me.
to get itself out of the sunlight. So it is going to
Yep.
attempt to pull you into someone's garage. And
That's fine.
I think it can just do that because you're restrained and you can't do anything to stop it. So
Nope.
it's just going to move and drag. You get dragged along with it, just, yanked as the black, sticky tar substance just kind of covers you and encoats your arms and just drags you along. As this is happening, the rest of you are driving. And you can also hear this because Carm is still on speakerphone.
Oh, yeah, I'm still on speaker's phone.
Yeah.
Actually,
So what do you think is...
yeah,
go
I'm still
for
on
it.
speakerphone.
What do you think the others are hearing?
They probably heard like rustling and then like boom of like a heavy impact, followed by like no, hey, like, what the, just like general struggling. And it's probably now coming through like because the phone is definitely in the grapple of the ooze.
In the ooze, yeah. Phone in the ooze. That's lovely.
Phone in the ooze.
Ew.
I love the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Okay, people who are driving, go ahead and give me your operations checks to try and catch up. Also, how do you think that you are reacting to what you're hearing through the phone?
Just shit, and like driving way faster than I should be now.
Yeah.
We were being safe before, now we're just being fast.
Yeah.
It'd be
Yeah.
so real.
Also, that's 2 degrees of success, so you still get advantage.
I do not need it. That's a 1, so 3 degrees of success.
Got 1 degree.
Okay.
Hey, you found the right
Lee,
way.
you get a little bit back on
Finally.
track. How is Lee following you guys, by the way? Did someone like loop Lee in on a different call?
I think Ruby is like, yeah,
Texting.
Ruby would, yeah, like trail. It's literally a game of
Right.
telephone.
Yeah, you're
I'll just-
literally playing
Ruby's
telephone.
also on speakerphone, just with Lee.
Like, wait, where did you turn? Yeah.
The old slumber party, just all the calls everywhere to get everyone coordinated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You guys are getting ever closer, but you're Lee, you're obviously the farthest away. The other two of you are getting closer. You're sort of turning down by the street where you know that Carm was taken. But you're not there yet. So we're gonna continue with combat, which does thankfully bounce to your turn. Back and forth combat between two individuals, two entities, is just one goes, the other goes. So you take all your actions.
It's 2 actions, right?
Yes, you have 2 actions, yeah.
Okay. Action 1, I'm gonna activate my flesh shapes again.
Okay.
And I am going to activate. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna spend 3 mutations to activate acid blood. So as I'm like struggling and wiggling, and Carmen starts like heavy breathe, like deep, focusing on breathing. And as she's like breathing, and she's like trying to, in her best like conscious, trying to like make sure her mouth isn't too open while she's doing this, because she knows it's something that the monster wants. But she goes, "Fine, if you want in, it's gonna hurt." And a like little like extra lip is gonna form down the center of her chin towards her throat, but nothing else will happen.
Okay.
At the moment. And then I'm in its grasp.
Yes.
And you know what? I can't take actions if I'm not like trying to escape. I have to escape first.
Yeah,
Before I
you
can do
have
other
to try and
things.
escape. I mean, again, you can take like power-related actions, but you can't attack it until you are out of. I mean, you can attempt to take control of the grapple if you don't want to break out. You can attempt to like assert
Are we in
your
the
control.
garage yet?
How far did it have to move to get there? I'm gonna say yes, because it technically had 2 movement actions that it could take. Because the monster has 3 actions, so yeah, it took 2 movement actions to get in the garage. You're welcome. I could have spent those actions attacking you. So yeah, you're inside the garage.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to break. No, I'm going to try and take control of the grapple.
Okay.
I'm wiggling around, and I'm going to try and like leverage like body weight to like try and maneuver this thing back outside of the garage.
Okay.
Is my idea.
Okay. I
like
like it.
Taking control of the grapple.
Yeah, you're just making another brawl attack, which is what was made to get you in here. There are lots of things you can do by brawling. You can knock something prone. You can attempt to knock things out of its hand. What? Did you roll another 2?
I rolled another 2, which on my strength is a success of 7.
You do have a -2 to this because the monster is bigger than you are.
Still a 5.
So it's still a 5, so it'd still be a crit. But let me roll. And the monster is now in. It is not in bright light anymore. It's certainly not in darkness by being in here. However, it did seem like it was really unhappy about being in the light. So it's not as unhappy. Oh, well. I rolled garbage. So I got 1 degree. So you can go ahead and you're trying to just move it back out into the light?
Yeah, I want to move us back outside into the light.
Okay. You successfully do that. You think that even just being in the light might be damaging the monster. Not a ridiculous amount, but definitely a little bit.
But enough. Absolutely.
Yeah. However, now it is its turn again. So it is now going to attempt to pull you back into the garage.
That's fine. If we're just pulling back and forth, this is good.
The entire combat, guys, is just going to be this. And that is much, much better on that roll.
Ooh, I didn't do as good. 4.
Okay. 7. So it yanks you back into the garage with its first action. It is now going to use its second action to attempt to pull you in even closer to it. And it is going to attempt to eat you. You think you do feel the goo like coming up and starting to cover your mouth. Yeah. This is going to be a opposed fortitude roll.
Opposed fortitude. Is this an attack roll that it's making?
Is attacking, yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming you have a thing
And
do you have a thing you can do to that?
If it hits,
Okay.
it's gonna take some damages.
Yeah.
And it's opposed fortitude.
Yes, it is opposed fortitude for this.
2 success.
2 success. Oh yeah, it got 5.
Okay.
So significantly
Cool.
more.
It is gonna take 2 points of corrosive damage. Because my blood is acid.
Yes. It does seem like that perhaps is it does seem like that is doing something. Potentially a little bit around its armor, but it is still not doing a whole lot. As in, it doesn't seem like it's weak to corrosive damage, which you did already know from your experiments earlier. However, it is going to do 9 damage to you.
That's okay.
As it is starting to like cut off your oxygen.
Ugh.
It is like suffocating you slowly, and it is now moving up over your mouth and nose. I am going to say that is the scene on which Veronica and Ruby arrive, since you were the closest. Lee, you were unfortunately still a little bit too far away. But I will let you get there soon.
Thank you.
Also, everyone, don't forget that you have 2 free rerolls. I also have 2 more monster supercharges that I haven't used yet.
For my own planning, sorry, before we get into everyone else's turn, am I still grappled and restrained by this thing, or is it now focused on my head?
You are still, it is just spreading. Like the amount of goo that is covering you is just spreading. So you
Sounds
all
good.
arrive in time to see Karm just wrapped up in the world's worst blanket of black tarry goo and ooze. It is starting to cover her mouth. You can see her clearly struggling. And the monster has 3 actions, so it gets to do 1 more thing.
That's
go
fine.
ahead and do I use a supercharge on you now? Do I save them for everyone else and spread out the love? No,
Do it.
I'm going to
Coward.
just hurt you specifically.
Damn right.
So go ahead and make me a focus check.
Focus. Okay. This is the supercharge thing, right?
I'm not using the special supercharge ability yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm supercharging one of its existing actions, meaning it will do extra damage and the monster is rolling with advantage.
I do not make it.
That's fine because I rolled a 1. So this thing massively crits. And on a crit it gets to do what is it going to do?
It's gonna take 2 more points of corrosive damage.
Okay, it is not necessarily going to do that because this is a mental attack, which is why you are rolling. Which is why you are rolling focus. You start to feel the mouths on you. You feel the mouths
on me or
through
in
the
me?
tar. You start to feel them on you at first, but I think in you a little bit too. And as you feel them moving too, like all over your body. And you are going to take. Actually, it didn't need to do this as a mental attack because it does have you grappled. But it's going to do it anyway because I think that your focus is probably worse. You start to like feel it biting into you, and it also you can feel it in your mind in like a really weird and disturbing way that you can't quite explain. It feels like there are more mouths than there possibly could be. Like, it just starts to feel like every inch of you, both inside and out, is just being assaulted by mouths. So it's a mental attack because some of that is truly happening, and some of that is just as you're starting to lose focus, and as it's starting to choke the life out of you, it just feels incredibly disgusting. So you are going to take 4 physical damage from the actual mouths that are biting into you. But you're also taking 3 psychic damage.
Where do I track that?
It's the same track. It's just psychic damage. If you were wearing armor, psychic damage surpasses armor.
Okay.
Because
okay,
it is
okay.
damaging
Gotcha,
to your
gotcha.
mind.
Okay.
Actually, this was supercharged. Go ahead and take
shit.
an additional 2 points of physical damage and 1 point of psychic damage. That doesn't sound like a lot to our audience. However, I know that most players in this game are squishy. Players in this game have like 24 health each. So an additional 3 damage
the most
is
health.
a lot.
And
You had the most health.
I had the most health. I have the most maximum.
Yeah. And you're also going to take the staggered condition, which means that
Okay.
the next roll that you make will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
From just the incredibly odd feeling that this thing is just all over you and every inch of you is just being bitten into somehow. And that, those of you who, as you roll up onto the scene in your vehicle, you can't tell that that's happening because all you see is Karm just covered in black goo. But yeah, it is now player action. Those of you who just got out of your car need to take movement actions to try and get closer to this thing, which is a great time for me to remind you that for Neon, you're in engaged range of the monster now.
Yeah.
And once in engaged range, this monster has a fear effect.
Oh, fun.
That only happens when you're in engaged range, which is all movement in engaged range is considered strenuous. So if you wanted to
right.
try and back away, it's 2 actions instead of 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Matt in the chat. Oh no, Karma's engaged. Sorry, Veronica.
How dare you?
I'm like stressing out my gourd trying to figure out how I lived through this, and I just look over. Okay, I see how it is. Oh.
So now that we have more people here, I can explain very briefly how taking turns works. You can do whatever you want. There's no initiative in this game. Players divide up. You have 2 actions per round, and you choose between you. Right now, there are going to be 4 player actions during this player phase. Divide them up amongst yourselves. Decide who goes. You can move. You can attack. I will also, because I am feeling very kind and generous, allow you each, Ruby and Veronica who are here, to have access to a light weapon that you can justify having. A textbook is a really good example. Cheer equipment or sports equipment that you have in your car. What were you thinking? I saw your face light up.
I had 2 thoughts. Then you said sports equipment, and then turned into my second thought. I would have like a tire, like iron thing, right, to change a tire because it's a cheer.
Yeah.
But also, what I'd like, because I did say we could make my character is just cheer and track. Would I have like a discus? Because those are metal and are very easily thrown.
Sure. Yeah, you can have a medium thrown weapon and a medium melee weapon. Is
Hell
what
yeah.
that will be stat wise.
Okay.
And if you need the stats for that, I am gonna drop something in the chat for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, who's doing what? That link did not work.
I'm know what I'm doing. Unless Ruby, if you know what you're doing.
I have an idea, but I feel like Ruby would just start running like towards Karm, like instinctually.
Yeah. I'm hopping out of the car and grabbing my discus. It's real funny. If I miss, do I just hit Karm instead?
Maybe.
I mean, I feel like there isn't much Karm left outside of the monster at this point, so...
That's so true.
And I'm gonna start, like, running, and then I want to yeet my discus at this thing on Karm. And I'm gonna spend 2 surges.
Okay. Very nice. What are you spending your surges to do?
The first one for Strength of Iron.
Okay. Nice.
Increase my strength. I gain advantage. I don't know if is it a strength roll to throw though.
A thrown weapons roll with coordination.
If you use this, will make you melee armed or thrown attack.
However,
instead,
yes, I
gain
think you can do
advantage.
that for that. Yeah, I think you can gain advantage for that.
I'll gain advantage to hit, and if I do, I deal an additional damage for every degree of success.
Yes.
The second surge is to up that to Strength of Steel.
Okay. Okay. That gives you additional advantage, I believe.
Yes, and if I hit, I deal knockback.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to try and force it off of Carm.
I think you also deal extra damage equal to your. Yeah, you deal extra damage as well. Amazing. Yeah, you're about to do a very, very powerful attack. I love Apex. Yeah, you are working with a medium thrown weapon, which is going to do 6 damage normally. Except let's see how many levels of crit you get, because that is the whole point of that Apex power, is you can crit several times. This is going to be your entire turn because it is an action. You're running closer and you're throwing.
Yep.
Monster's going to try to defend.
So it's a D8 still?
No, you should have 2 levels of advantage from that, so it should be a D4.
Okay. Character sheet. Coordination. 4 levels of success.
Okay.
So close to a crit.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm a problem.
Yeah, you do beat it because the monster rolled absolute garbage. So what do you didn't crit, so you do not get extra damage from that.
Tenacity or precision if you crit. I deal knockback because I hit.
Yes.
And then I deal an additional point of damage for every degree of success. So
yeah, so you deal 4. Yeah, so you deal 10 total.
That's right. Yep, 10.
Yeah.
I can do basic math.
Yeah, so you deal 10 damage, which is the most damage this thing has taken so far. It does look like it eats a little tiny part of that.
It was metal too, if that makes a difference.
It was metal. It unfortunately seems like the metal just touching the outside of the monster does not necessarily do anything. You think you might need to get the metal inside of the monster, like it might need to try and eat it. So you might need to aim for a mouth, which cold shots are a thing you can do.
Yep.
So knowledge for next time. You're not necessarily supposed to. You're definitely not going to kill it right now. But yes, you do knock back. It does have Carm grappled.
Does it knock it off of me?
It might just knock you both backwards.
Not bad. Sorry.
That's fine. Into perhaps a wall that is made of wood, perhaps?
I don't think the walls here are made of wood. I think they're made of drywall. Yes,
fine.
There's wood behind it. Sure, I'll let it knock back into a drywall and deal a couple, teeny tiny extra damage. Why not? I'm being generous.
Just throw it and just scream, Carm!
Yeah, you just throw it, the monster gets knocked back. It does kind of just drag Carm with it. If you're wondering, you can go and make a attempt to pull Carm out. Anyone can do that. Yeah, that is your turn.
Yep.
That is both your actions. So there are 2 more actions this player phase. Carm, you can try and do something. Ruby,
I would like to do one thing.
Okay,
So
go for
I'd
it.
like to try and break the grapple.
Go for it.
And that's a strength roll, right?
Strength, yes, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm having a real tough time breathing. So I'm not super available. Or
yeah. You do have disadvantage on this because you have staggered 1.
That's fine.
But just staggered
I'll
1,
try.
so it's just disadvantage on this.
1 dice size bigger, right?
Yes.
Okay,
So
so
you're
it's a
rolling a
D10 instead of a
D10.
D8.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. 6 degrees of success.
Ooh, nice.
I rolled a 3.
This is also opposed. Rolled a 10. You're fine.
So I'm able to break?
You're able to break out.
Okay.
Yes, you're able to break free.
Okay. What that looks like is Carm is like not it's like almost pass out levels of like suffocation. and the discus is tossed. Veronica shouts out to her, and there's that split second of like, oh shit, I'm doing something still. It's not over yet. And in that moment, the Carm, like the eyes snap open underneath the goop, and the teeth for a split second come to points, and she chomps down on the tentacle that is inside of her and is able to like step back.
Carm really has to stop putting monster-related things into her mouth.
You think she'd learn by now?
I mean, technically, this monster-related thing went into your mouth.
I didn't want it to. And that's what happens.
Yeah, you are free. You
I'm
are
free.
breathing again. You take some deep breaths. And then, Ruby, do you want to take an action? You could just run up to get closer if you want to.
Yeah, I'm running. I'm still
Running
running.
up to get closer. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You're able to run up to get within close range. You're able to run up and get into close range with monster if you would like to do so. And then it's the monster's turn. Because you all went. That's a little bit funky because technically the monster was in one person mode, so it was taking all of its actions. But it's fine. I'm gonna give it as many actions as I want to give it. Kidding. I'm gonna do some workshopping behind the scenes and make that magically work. So let's see. The monster does seem to have turned and noticed that there are new people there. However, it doesn't seem like it cares because it had its eyes locked in on one target and one target only. So now I'm going to use the monster. I'm really trying to kill you right now, Neon. Now I'm going to use the last monster supercharge unless someone wants to donate to give me more. This is the monster supercharge special ability. So it can only do this when it has a supercharge, so might as well use my last one on it. It gives it advantage to make the roll.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll with advantage, and it's going, not the best. 3 degrees.
Okay. I'm rolling strength or reflex?
No, you're just rolling. This is just a normal block or dodge. So you're allowed to roll whatever you'd like. That part of this is normal.
That's 6 degrees of success.
Okay.
Which matches currently, right?
No, the monster only got 3,
No.
so the monster did not
thank
do
God.
great. So you are mostly fine, except this is a monster supercharge. So even on normally players, when you miss, you get something called a graze. Monsters don't get graze effects, except on this attack it does. So you're going to take, it's not terrible. You're going to take 3 damage and staggered 1 again.
That's fine.
You're fine.
My
You're still up,
armor
right?
will absorb. My armor will absorb 2 of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I will go down to a number that's lower. And it's also going to take 2 points of corrosive damage for hitting me with a melee attack.
That's right. That is correct. So you're doing fine. You don't want to know how much damage that did if it hit you. So if someone wants to find out how much damage it does if it hits you, you should donate and let me do that again and see if I can bring Neon down.
Donates in an act of betrayal from the table.
Yeah, so you don't get to know how much damage the normal version of that attack does, but you are still up and still standing. And I'm going to say it's back to your turn because the monster did have Wookiee turn taking because we went from a 1-player fight to a 3-player fight mid-round. So it is back to you guys for anyone who has actions left, which is Carm and Ruby. You have 1 action each.
Let's see.
What is it? An action to use an item?
Depends on the item. Normally it is a use action, which is a quick action, which you can do for free once.
Okay. for free once. Okay, this is what's gonna happen. Is Karma still wearing her like construction gear? She made
Yeah.
sure not to put any like big logos on for
Yeah.
identification reasons.
Yeah.
But in her tool belt there is a can of WD-40, which is a highly potent oil.
Mm-hmm.
So on my free action, I'm going to rip it out of my my utility belt,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna run it in front of me and make it clash with my quills on my other hand to poke a hole in the bottom of it,
Mhm.
spraying highly pressurized oil, hopefully forward.
Okay.
towards the monster.
I'm gonna say yeah. It's a use action, like getting it out and getting it ready, but then the whole thing of that will be your action because that is an attack basically. You spray it. It goes forward. It sprays on the monster. You're not really seeing it do anything. You're not quite sure again what to do. Like oil is something that came up when you looked it up online, but you're not quite sure what to do with the oil.
It's, if nothing else, it's highly flammable.
It is highly flammable. You're gonna light this person's garage on fire.
That's fine. I'll fix it.
Fix it later. That's my job. Yeah, it seems like putting oil on the monster did not do anything. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
That is fine. It's now just covered in oil, and that is okay.
And it is now Ruby's turn because Ruby is the only one with an action left.
It's solid concrete in this garage. Yeah.
Yeah, the ground. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think the only thing I can think to do is grab Carm and book it, like get it out of the garage.
Yeah, you're trying to be like, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you can run up to get to Carm and be like, let's go. You'll be able to start retreating on your next turn. Except to get to Carm, you do have to move into engaged range, which means moving out will be 2 actions.
Yeah.
Because you were slowed. And we'll find out how that goes next time. Top of the round, Lee. You drive down the street. You see your friend's car. You drive up and you're able to jump out in time to see the monster is going to attempt to. Oh gosh. Okay, first, it is going to just sort of. It gets a little bit bigger. And it moves towards both Carm and Ruby. And it is going to just bite at both of you. So can you both give me block or dodge?
I block with an 8 degrees of success. I rolled a 1.
Okay, you're fine. And I need you to beat 4 degrees.
4 degrees. Okay. Just meet it. Yeah.
If you also got 4 degrees? Or you got 5?
Me?
No, Monroe.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to do math. Yeah,
Okay.
I got 4.
Okay, ties go to the attacker.
Yeah.
So the monster got 4. So you are gonna go ahead and take 6 damage, 2 armor piercing, although I think that Carm's the only one who has armor. So just 6 damage.
Okay.
The monster is then going to re-attempt to grab you, Carm.
Leave me alone.
Why? So it's gonna go ahead and make that same grapple attack where it tries to grab onto your chest. And it got 6 degrees on that one.
I'm gonna re-roll.
Go for it. Use one of the re-rolls. I will keep track of the fact that you now have 1.
I rolled another 1, which will put me at 5 degrees of success, which I don't think is enough.
It is not. So you're going to take 6 damage. However, I did this on purpose to be nice to you. Because what you realize as the monster tries to grab you, that some of the oil actually did go onto you. And it can't grab you. It slips right off. So that is the point of the oil, is if you put it on yourself, the monster cannot grab onto you. You are too slippery. In fact, the name of this weakness is indeed too slippery. Just like the name of this attack is sticky. My monster attacks and weaknesses have the best name, guys. Trust me.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah,
They're great.
So you're not grappled, but you do take 6 damage. You have 1 HP.
I'm still standing. Ah.
And it is now player turn, and Lee, you are now a part of this as you've gotten out of your car. So.
Light.
I'm just saying, Lee is not going to be super helpful in this, so y'all should.
The getaway vehicle running.
Yeah, he's ready to drive.
You can like pull up into the driveway in your car and be like, guys.
Yeah.
It's just a monster. Hit it with your car.
Oh my god.
Hit it with your car is an incredibly effective strategy in this game. However, at this point, you would hit Carm and Ruby.
Well,
No.
It's fine. It's fine. I can take it.
Oh my gosh.
And you said it takes 2 actions to get Carm out of there.
Yes, it'll take 2
Okay.
actions from each of you because of your fear effect, which is all movement
Yeah.
within engage range is strenuous.
Is it?
Yeah. You made it harder to get away from by being scared of water.
I'm
Is it
so
actually
sorry.
on someone right now?
No.
Like, if
No,
it got
it is
knocked
not.
back again,
Like-
would that take away
Like-
them having to spend 2
It
actions?
would if it got knocked back again, yes.
Light.
Hit it.
Do it.
But then
do it.
you would be
Put
in
it.
engaged range of it.
No, because it'll knock back away from me.
Yes, that is true.
It'll
Yeah.
be there. Well, it gets those 2 out. Carm looks like shit.
It was knocked back against a wall, so I'm not sure.
Oh,
You have to
no.
knock it back in a different direction, basically. You can still knock it back again. You just have to go at it from like a different angle. Yeah.
Can I do that?
Yes, in fact, if you'd like to make a charge attack, it will take both of your actions, but it will give you advantage on the attack if you charge in. Are you just using your fist? Are you just unarmed?
I don't know. I grabbed
Unarmed
the discus.
attacking
I don't know
this
that I
thing?
have anything else on me.
Yeah. You can just... That's Apex, baby. You can just knock it with your hand.
I want to run up to it and just like kick it square in the
Yeah.
what I perceive its chest height to be.
Cool.
I still do have. Oh no, it only lasts a minute if I'm holding something. Never mind. I was gonna say it's still up, but it's not.
You should still have 2 more surges.
Wow, it feels really early to spend all of my surges.
Or when you sleep. You'll get them back.
I trust you. I'm gonna spend another of my surges.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna run in and kick it.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend my last 2 surges for
Okay.
that combo again.
Okay. Then you're gonna get just you're rolling a ton of advantage. I think
Yes.
3. So D4 plus 1 to your skill. Because we can't roll
Nice.
lower than a D4. So yeah. You're
Pretend it's a door.
And this is strike now, yes?
Yes, you are rolling strike.
Okay.
Or strength, I believe, for unarmed. Whatever you would prefer. Is that correct? Do I know the rules of the game I've been playing for 2.5 years?
6 levels of success.
Okay, that is a crit.
Hell yeah.
Yes, strength or strike. I said that correctly. Okay, the monster does get to try and block. I think that might be 6, and I think that it might be a tie that works in your advantage finally. Math is the biggest challenge of this game. Yes. That is 6 degrees. Ties go to the attacker, so ties go to you. You get to do 6 additional points of damage because you do a point for every degree of success that you got.
Yeah.
Plus the damage of an unarmed attack, which is not a lot, unfortunately.
It's a critical, so I add my tenacity to my...
Yeah, you add a lot of things here.
I add tenacity to my precision damage?
Yes, your precision is a number on your character sheet.
Believe you.
Precision is equal to your finesse.
So 3.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so you come in charging and you just kick this thing so hard. You guys just see Veronica just fly in and just slam into this thing's chest with her foot.
Don't touch Carm! I can't say my girlfriend. We're not dating.
I mean, would the character want to, though, and would they slip up and say it anyway?
That was the pause.
Don't
okay,
touch
gotcha.
Carm.
Don't touch to the face.
You do notice that the monster does not really seem to be taking as much. Like, you know that you did a whole ton of damage. However, to give you a glimpse behind the scenes, monsters have a fun little thing where when none of their weaknesses are active, they can only take so much damage per attack. So I'm not even going to have you bother adding it up. I'm going to have the monster take the max amount of damage it can take. But you guys have no weaknesses active. So it's eating some of that with armor, and then the rest of it is just, it doesn't have any weaknesses active.
Nice.
So that was 2 actions for you to do that, because you charged in.
Did I knock it away from them?
You do knock it away from them. So Carm and Ruby, you can both run now if you'd like.
Yes.
Yes.
Because there's only 2 actions remaining before it's the monster's turn, right?
Yes, so you can each take 1 action to start to run away.
Yeah, run. Run is the option.
Yep.
Okay, you're both running. So the monster's going to get probably 1 more chance here, and it's going to use it on Veronica, since you are the one closest to it. So the first thing I'm going to have you do, because I think that you're going to be worse at this, is go ahead and make me a focus check.
Okay, and this is back to D8, yes?
Yes, this is back to D8. You have lost your advantages. And you're going to be looking to beat 4 degrees of success.
You just make it.
So you also get 4. Do you also tie? Have we got like 7 ties in this
No,
fight?
not
Or
tied. Like, I just made
just beat
my
it? Okay.
no degrees of success.
Oh, you have no degrees of success whatsoever. Yeah, that doesn't work because you did not beat 4. Okay. Even though the monster is not touching you, you feel very similar to what Carm felt earlier. You don't know it because you haven't talked about it yet. But you just look at this thing and you see the mouths and they start to move. And all of a sudden you see more of them than there were a second ago, and then more of them. And then you see that there's no black anymore. There's no tar. It's just mouths. It is just a tall mound of mouths. And you feel as if they are biting into your skin, even though it's not touching you. So you are going to go ahead and take 4 points of psychic damage and 3 points of physical damage, because even though it's not actually biting you, like your skin on, some of your exposed skin, wherever that is, on your face, on your neck, on your arms, starts to bleed as if you had been bitten by this thing. And you're also going to take staggered ones. So your next roll is going to take disadvantage. Your next roll, which is going to be right now, because after doing that to you, the monster is going to... It's just going to take, again, like a tendrily arm just shoots out of it and just tries to lash at you. Except I got 0 degrees of success on that, so you might be fine.
So what am I rolling?
You are rolling block or dodge. This is a melee attack with reach. So it is just lashing at you.
I'm going to dodge.
Okay.
3 degrees of success.
Okay, you're fine on that one. So you managed to duck and dodge your way out of the way of that arm, and it is back to players. You have no actions left. Matt, Ruby, and Carm, you can all act. And do remember, Matt, if you have nothing that you want Lee to do, you can take a held action. For example, preparing that as soon as everyone's in the car, you book it.
I dig it. Oh man, what are y'all
can use
thinking?
any- Yeah, you can think about it for a second.
So
Think it through.
we started running last turn. Where does
Yes.
that put Ruby and Carm in relation to like the monsters versus the cars?
Yeah, so the monster is in the back of the garage because it got pushed back.
Mhm.
You are running about like to exit the garage, and the car is in the driveway. I mean, you could pull the car. Matt, you could take an action to pull the car into the garage
Yeah.
if you want to, like bring it closer to them.
I've got something that might be able to help Veronica from a
Go for
long
it.
range. But how many actions do we
2.
have?
You have 2 as a player.
Okay. Do y'all have
one.
anything?
I have an action. I have an idea.
At this point, all 3 of you can use all of your remaining actions because there are 4 total actions remaining.
Uh-huh.
And Matt, you have 2 left. Neon has 1, and Monroe has 1. So if you want to do something first, you can go for it.
Sure. I'd like to. I mean, since I've delved deeper into necrometry, I'd like to use my spirit siren, the improved spirit song, to try to choose a specific ghost, a ghost that this monster has killed.
Okay.
I'd like to try to summon this ghost with
Okay.
the first action.
Okay.
And then I want the ghost to try to possess the monster.
Yep.
Ooh.
You can 100% do that. You focus in. I don't believe that you need to roll for the first bit. Possessing the monster, I know you will. But trying to summon a ghost, I think with the improvement, you can just do that.
Sweet. Okay.
Necrometry is not one of the powers in this game I am most familiar with, so I may be misspeaking, and someone can call me on it later. But I'm pretty sure that you can just go for it.
Awesome. I imagine that Lee is just like he sees the monster, he sees Veronica there, and he's desperate. He's thinking, there's nothing I can't do anything. And then he remembers he can talk with those who have passed, and he knows that they've dealt with a lot. But one of the emotions that he hasn't seen from them yet is the anger, the fury of vengeance. And he says, anyone who's been taken by this thing, please help us, because we're gonna take this thing out.
Okay. And as you say that, as you put out the call for a spirit to come forward, you see materializing in front of you. I'm gonna say it's the same girl that you talked to earlier.
Azam?
Yes, even though there's been lots of people killed, but she's the one who has the most connection to you,
Mhm.
and I think that she hears you and just appears again, looking a little bit confused, but then sees you and goes, "Oh, Lee, what?" And she turns and she sees the monster.
I need your help. My friend is in there, and anything you can do, please. And he'll like gesture
Mhm.
and say, "You, I know it's probably not gonna feel pleasant. You remember when you came into me? I need you to do that there," and gesture towards the mouths.
Again, her eyes kind of go wide when she sees it, and there is that like a glimmer of recognition as she realizes and recognizes she never really saw it like this. She didn't really get a good look at it. So this is really her first look at this creature in its full form. And there's a moment of a flash of surprise and shock and fear, but then hearing your words, it changes to just pure determination. As she looks at you and she just says, "You helped me, and I'm going to do everything I can to help you and your friends." And she will fly forward. I do believe, go ahead and read
Yes.
possession for me, because I do believe you have to attempt
Yes.
it, and there's rolls involved.
If I target an entity, I make a persuasion roll opposed by their focus.
Okay.
If I succeed, then it'll provide some advantages to me and anyone I specify to attack rolls. But if I fail, they're still possessed, but it'll end automatically after 10 seconds.
Okay, perfect. Which might be all the time that you need to get out of this. So either way, you're in a good spot. So I'm rolling focus, which is 5 degrees for me on that. Yes.
I've got 7 degrees of success.
Very nice. You succeed. You watch, only you. The others have no idea what's going on because they don't see ghosts. So you and only you are aware of the monster being possessed as this ghost flies into the monster. And you the rest of you kind of do see the monster like glitching a little bit as it's fighting internally for control of itself. But it loses that battle. And that it is still player turn. So do the two of you want to get in the car?
No.
Mine is also running too, so like it's in park. We didn't turn it off.
Yeah.
I'm using another item.
What are you using?
Carm's gonna reach into her jacket pocket where she keeps her smokes, pull out her matches, and light this thing up.
You're so far away.
Nice.
Are you gonna throw that?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
just a light toss. I'm sure the oil is everywhere. The
Yeah.
can was pressurized. And I'm sure it'll catch.
Yeah. It does. You do that. Cool fun fact, fire is the one damage this monster is immune to.
That's
I'm
fine.
not.
I didn't know that, but now we do.
So you've learned something. For the very least. And you've lit someone's garage floor on fire. So the concrete, all the oil on the concrete lights up. It starts climbing, the flames start climbing up this monster. Nothing happens. The monster doesn't even seem annoyed by this. But
Son
Veronica,
of a
there
bitch.
is now flames all around the garage.
Okay.
I think Carm very quickly went from like, heh.
Yeah, I was like, I got this. Like, I don't got this.
I'm gonna set a fire tracker for how the fire spreads. You were at 1, which is there's only a little bit of fire. Like all the oil lit up, but nothing else in the surrounding areas has caught on fire.
Yet.
Yet.
Is this like is this in like an empty garage, or are there other things in here?
What would you be if you want to look around for a specific thing? You can tell me what you're looking for and make a perception check, and I will let you do that for free because I am feeling so generous today.
We keep like I just know in our garage we keep a fire extinguisher, a chemical one, because things happen, and
I do
also
too,
be like
yes,
a bucket of sand for
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Like either of those here is an option.
Go ahead
Personally,
and
like
make
maybe
me
a
tank
fire
for-
extinguisher.
Any
make me-
propane tanks around?
a Make me a D8 perception check.
Okay. 1 degree of success.
Sure. On the wall, this is just gonna be my garage now. On the wall over like by the door, there is a small fire extinguisher.
So, in relation to myself and the monster,
It got pushed back against the wall, like the back wall of the garage leading toward the house, so the door is very close to you. You could grab that when you have actions left, which you currently do not.
I know that's fine. At least I know that there is one.
But you know it's there. I think the only person with an actual... I won't count that as an action, Neon, because I am, again, feeling so generous. That was a... Well... Okay, technically your second use action no longer counts as the quick action, and you did already use one this round.
Oh, okay.
So you can do 1 quick action for free per round, at which point the second one becomes a full action.
Right.
So I think that Ruby's the only one with an action left.
Uh-huh. Oh god.
And you have a wait. What was the other weapon that you had? You had the. Did you take the tire iron?
No, I think
It was still there. I grabbed the discus instead.
Okay.
So there's a tire iron in my car.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you grabbed anything because I think you just ran. So
yeah, I mean
you
I
have
had
your hands. Yeah.
yeah.
And you are outside at this point. You're like at the edge of the garage. So you do have lawn and bushes.
Yeah, but I can't really do anything with that because it's not near me. I think he just feels a little useless at the moment. And it
You can also hold an action if you want to.
yeah. I think I'll hold an action
Okay.
for sure if
Okay.
it comes out.
Okay. Like if the monster comes out of the garage,
Uh-huh.
you will be prepared and ready for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That does put it back to the monster's turn. The monster is mildly on fire, but doesn't seem to care. And
Mildly
the only
afraid.
person within engaged range of it is still Veronica. So we've just traded off people being viciously attacked. So we're at the top of a new round. Yeah, it's gonna lash out at you and try to grab you. You have no oil on you, so it can
I'm-
do that. Oh yes, it is possessed.
I'd like
It's
to
possessed.
try a counteract
Go for it.
reaction.
Go for it.
So I'll have to make a persuasion roll opposed by the target's focus, and if I succeed, they'll waste the action.
Go for it.
Heck yeah. Let's go. Me.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. 6 degrees of success.
Hell yeah, Lee!
I got 5, so you beat it. It wastes the
Let's
action.
go.
Yes!
My hero!
Again, it kind of like
Holy-
glitches. Like it looks like it's trying to do something, but it can't, as it is being fought. It is fighting an internal battle with Azam, who manages to take and keep control of it. Can you do that again? Do you have any effect on if it's going to try and attack again? Because it has one more action.
I can only do it once per
Only do it
10
once.
seconds.
That's okay. That blocked that. So now it is going to just try and hit you. It's just gonna smack you.
Oh my god.
However, I did only roll 1 degree of success, so
5 degrees of success
you're fine.
to not
you're
be
fine.
smacked.
Let's go.
And that is all because you blocked one of its actions. So it is back on you, and you all have both of your actions. So 4 actions total per player phase, divided up among you how you wish.
I'm grabbing the fire extinguisher. I'm gonna try and
Leave it! The car!
No!
I will say you all have 1 action, and one of you is in the car, and the other 2 of you are not. The other 3 of you are not. If those of you who are not in the car want to get in the car,
In the vehicles. Get in the vehicles.
I will say you can drive forward and just pick up. If you want to just pick up Veronica and go, I'll let you do it this round. I'll let you just zip into the garage, get Veronica, and go.
That's
If
Lee, who's
everyone
already
gets
in
in
a
the
car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're down, Cait.
I will. Can you grab me post extinguishing the fire?
Sure.
Perfect. I want to hit the flames on the floor and on the thing too, because it's pressurized CO2, so it will be cold as it comes out.
Oh.
You can actually get frostbite from holding the nozzle incorrectly as you're directing it if you don't have like your gloves and it's extended exposure. So I'm gonna get rid of the fire on the floor because arson's bad, but also I want to spray the monster and maybe it'll slow it down so we can get the heck out of here.
Go for it.
I don't know what that is. What is spray with fire extinguisher?
Believe it or not, we have rules for that. You are using a spray
God.
weapon.
Okay,
Yeah, when I say
really?
we have rules for everything in this game. Spray weapon. You are using a simple sprayer. Literally, one of the examples in the book is fire extinguisher. It is a 2-handed weapon. It is considered common. and it will deal 1d6. It is treated the same as a ranged weapon in that it is rolled with precision.
Okay.
Yes, we do indeed have rules for spray weapons. Or it's rolled with perception. What did I say?
You'll have
Words are hard.
advantage
Precision.
too because of the possession.
Yes, so you have advantage on that. It is rolled, the same as a ranged weapon, which ranged weapons are rolled with perception.
1 degree of success.
Okay. The monster will successfully block that. However, ranged weapon or spray weapons in particular, words are very hard for me today. Spray weapons do half damage on a miss. So even though you technically miss because it is a spray weapon and it has a large effect, it is going to do some damage to the monster. So go ahead and roll me a d6 and then half that.
4 down to 2.
Okay. So it's not going to do a whole ton of damage to the monster at this point, but you will succeed at your main objective, which is, first of all, putting out the fire on the floor. And secondly, as you hit the monster with cold, you do notice that does do a little bit extra. It seems, and it does in particular, actually, you mentioned wanting to slow it down. Well, cold gives this monster a slowed token.
Yes.
So it now has slowed 1, which will be very helpful for you because I'm assuming your next thing is getting the hell out of there.
Lee!
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Everyone gets in the car. No resistance.
Yeah,
No fighting?
I'm gonna jump in Veronica's car in the driver's seat because I assume Ruby doesn't have a driver's license.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ruby, get in.
I'm coming.
And full reverse, get out of there. Once I know that Veronica is in Lee's car.
Yeah.
Okay. You drive out. You look back over your shoulders to watch, not the person who's driving, perhaps, but whoever's in the passenger seat. So Veronica and Ruby, you look back to see if the monster is going to follow you. It goes to the edge of the garage, does not appear to want to go into the sunlight, and you just see it sort of sloop down into like a goo on the ground, and it just like oozes its way down into the gutter and just sloops in there and is gone. And you're all driving away. Where are you going?
Is the speakerphone call still connected to Carm's phone because she hasn't turned
For
it
sure.
off yet?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
My place. Oh,
You hear
no-
you
no
hear it
adults.
go back to you in the car because it was in the little hands-free thing.
Fuck.
I'm calling Lee. It's fine.
Lee will hand the phone over to Veronica.
I don't know why you have a flip phone, but you do.
Because it's the early 2000s. People have flip phones. You're
heard it's
on
cool.
vibe with the time. Flip phones
Yeah,
are cool.
mine is like the sidekick with the
Sidekick.
BlackBerry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Veronica for sure would have a BlackBerry. Ruby? Are you guys good?
We're fine. We're meet us at Carm's.
Okay. Just hang up. We're going to Carmsley.
Okay.
Okay.
We know where Carm lives for sure.
Yeah. You know where Carm lives, and Carm does live alone by herself. So that is there's no chance of there being parents or other people who would be like, why aren't you at school? So you are able to go and drive to Carm's house. Nothing happens on the drive there. Would you like to say anything to each other?
I think we almost crashed, Ruby. I think we almost crashed like 3 separate times.
Oh my god, they're gonna wreck my car.
Ruby's got her hand on the.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily a like we're going too fast type like crashing. It's legitimately Carm is having a hard time staying conscious.
Yeah.
Carm can't drive cars. It's why she has a motorcycle. Oh my god, Lee, it makes so much sense.
She was pretty hurt. That maybe we should go to the hospital.
How do we I mean, I was just gonna tell the school that Carm crashed their motorcycle, so maybe we could tell the hospital that.
Yeah, that would make sense, I think.
Yeah, the
Calls
obvious
Ruby
bite
back.
marks. Crashed a motorcycle.
There was cactuses.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Cactuses.
Carm will pull into her designated parking spot at her shitty apartment complex.
All right. We will.
Yeah.
We'll give you guys a chance to talk amongst yourselves to each other when we get back from a short break. I think this is a good time to pause and let you all collect yourselves. Congrats on surviving combat. If anyone wants to watch me destroy Neon again in the next inevitable combat, you can donate to give me more monster supercharges. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and go to break.
Yeah. Don't forget, check out the Tiltify. And if you'd like to donate, don't forget also, we have another breaking news this lovely break. So stay tuned for the top part of the break, and we'll have some fun announcements for you from our breaking news. So donate in to harm me, to harm Carm, and help support trans people everywhere. We'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
Bye.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a great break, got some water, grabbed a snack, checked out our Tiltify link. We are back with Emergent Dawn of the Next Generation. Our players have just survived their first combat, barely for some of them, and quite successfully for others, and have made their escape. Before we get any further into you all talking amongst yourselves and to each other, Monroe, could I get Ruby to make a focus roll, please?
Yes.
Because when you face a monster that you have an active fear effect on, you can make another fear check to attempt to free yourself of your fear now that you have faced the monster and survived.
Okay.
I believe you get it with a +1. I may be making that up. I'm really showing that I know the rules today, guys.
Hold on. Yeah. There we go. I had that number wrong. There we go.
No worries.
That is 2 degrees of success.
Okay, and is that with a +1? Actually, it doesn't matter because 2 degrees of success is all you need. So if you have 2 degrees of success, then you're shaken. That was not the most pleasant of encounters, but you did survive, and you know that even though you didn't do a whole lot to help, you helped get Carm out of there when she almost certainly would not have continued standing for like more than 10 more seconds. She doesn't look like she can stand up right now.
I'm fine.
So while the monster is still terrifying, it is not quite as horrifying and unknown because you've realized you can hit it. Like, you guys dealt some damage to that. In fact, Veronica dealt some good damage to it. And you know that you know a lot more about it. You used almost none of its weaknesses and still made it out of there alive. So the monster no longer has the fear of water fear effect, meaning that moving in engaged range is no longer something that the monster has.
Nice.
So you all arrive at Carm. Carm, is your place on the first floor, second floor?
It is second floor of, let's say, a 4-story building.
Okay.
It is a old, worn down hotel that has been turned into a residence. And it's usually marketed to like people who are coming through for like business trips or like temporary stays. So a lot of the rooms are like pre-furnished and don't have a lot of amenities in them. But Yeah, so Carm gets out of Veronica's Jeep, takes a
Got
few
some blood
very
on the seats. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. I tried not to bleed too much on them. And takes like 2 steps forward and just like lurches forward a little bit. And then just that line in her jaw that happened earlier, her jaw splits open in 2 and she just as like a mix of like corrosive blood and monster ooze seep and melt into the cement sidewalk.
Yeah.
And I'll with that deactivate all of my mutations, so my jaw comes back in and stitches itself back together, and the quills recede. Sorry, it's that wasn't pleasant.
No, it didn't look like it.
Okay.
Vomits monster blood, lights a cig.
Okay. Inside. Whew. And okay, and I'll wave to like Lee and Veronica as they turn the corner into the parking lot.
Like
You
out
have
of
a
the car
first
before it fully stops.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Carm. You have a first aid kit in your apartment, right?
Yeah, I have to keep one, mandatory for company. I don't normally bring it with me to sites, though.
Yeah, we're gonna use that.
Yeah, we're gonna need that.
Yeah.
Sorry for the mess. I wasn't expecting people. And I'll escort everyone up, slowly up the stairs because there's no elevator in this building.
If you're struggling, I'll just pick you up. I can do that.
I think I struggle against it, but don't have the like actual strength at the moment to like stop it from happening.
I princess carry you to add to the indignation.
I'll kill you for this one day.
Not if you get yourself killed first, Carm.
I'm fine. Just let me open the door.
You can walk up the stairs. It's not
I can walk up the stairs. Okay. And Carm unlocks the door and opens it. It is a like heavy metal door, the type that you find in like hotels. Inside is a like single studio apartment type layout. And I think this might be the first time any of the folks are seeing it. So there is a little like kitchenette. So there's a like mini fridge, a microwave, a countertop, and a kitchen sink. There's a little like table that is built into the wall. It looks like it probably was something like a breakfast bar sort of idea, but there's no chairs at the moment. There's a hallway to the left of the entrance door that goes to what you assume is a bathroom. And to the right, in the far right corner, is a twin-size mattress on the floor. No other furniture, with the exception of against the wall that the door that we just came in through, there is a like 70s, 80s vintage record player sound system. So it has speakers and has a record sitting on the turntable, and there's probably about 2 milk crates full of records beside it. There are piles of dirty laundry around, and then more neat piles of clothes against the wall, where there is also like a rack for things that need to hang, because there is not a proper closet. It's a little bit of a dive. And then like by the door, there's like, Carm's like work things. And amongst the work things, there is a proper like construction site work, like first aid kit. She goes, sorry, would have cleaned up if I knew we were all coming back here, but will be no adults, no surveillance, just private. Oh, I'm gonna sit down.
Yeah, you do that. And Ruby will immediately go for the first aid kit.
And I will
And-
sit on the end of my mattress.
Smart.
Oh, there's
smart.
also a bass guitar in the corner with the sound system. It's not hooked up to anything.
Nice. Okay, so it sounds like we're going for a first aid check.
Mhm.
On Ruby's part. So the way that first aid works is you get to determine the dice size that you would like to roll based on how much health you want to restore. I might just send you this actually, so you
Okay.
can look at it for yourself. That's going to be easier for me than me fully explaining. But for the sake of our audience to know a little bit, yeah, you can choose the dice size that you're rolling when you're rolling first aid. And since you have a first aid kit, that is going to help you out a little bit. Where are those rules to send to you? I don't know why I wasn't prepared for this. I threw all of that stuff at you. I should have known you would need to make first aid rolls. Let's see. I have it open in front of me, but I can't find the screenshot of it, so I'm just going to read it. Never mind. I will not do it the easy way. I will do it the hard way. So you can make, I mean, it's up to you again what dice size you use. The simple patch would be a D6, which literally just heals 1 health, plus an additional 1 if you get 2 or more degrees of success. A basic treatment would be a moderate D8 roll. Heals 1 health plus an additional health for every degree of success. Urgent care, which is a D10, heals 2 health plus an additional for every degree of success. And then field surgery, which is a D12, heals 3 health plus 1 additional health for every degree of success with no max. So healing does not restore a whole ton. Having that first aid kit is going to give you advantage, however. So that should help you out a decent amount.
So I'll do a D8, but with advantage, that would make it a D6, right?
Yes, so you're going to aim for a D8 level. I think it's advantage. I might be lying. It might be a +1. I'm really speaking clearly today and showing that I know the rules for this game. It's okay. I have them open in front of me. That's the reason why we do this. So, except I can't find them. This is the problem with the. I don't think I actually.
First aid?
Yeah, I don't have the book open because the book is too long. It breaks my
Here, hold
computer.
on.
I have screenshots of it. Well, just the first aid kit gives you a +1 or advantage. It gives you something. It doesn't matter. It gives you
Combat.
advantage. That's what we're gonna say. You have a nice
Sure.
enough first aid kit. It gives you advantage. So go ahead and roll
First
that
aid,
D8
82.
or roll the D6.
Okay. I rolled a 2.
Okay, that is rolling against your streetwise,
Streetwise.
which is
Let me see. I have it.
I'm
right.
assuming more than a 2. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
How many degrees?
It meets it.
Meets it exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
So meeting it exactly, meaning you have no additional degrees, is only going to heal 1 health, unfortunately. Healing is
Fine.
not something that you're great at, because you're teenagers.
Yeah.
So you're able to, like, patch up and stop a little bit of the bleeding, but it seems like Carm needs a hospital, or maybe a good night of sleep will do it. You don't know for sure. Or, like, a more intense level of first aid. And that will mark off 1 use of the first aid kit. They do have uses.
Yeah.
That I know.
How many uses does a first aid kit have?
I believe a basic first aid kit is 3. And
Okay.
I'm saying that you only have access to a basic one because I'm not giving you access to a
Yeah.
higher one. Unless you'd like to go steal
Yeah.
or buy one.
I can top up at work. Ooh. Thank you. I'll. Oh.
Are you sure you don't need to go to a hospital?
Yes, I'm sure I don't need to go. I mean, look, physically, yes, I should probably go to a hospital.
Uh-huh.
However, the moment we show up at a hospital, questions happen. And the last thing we want right now is questions. Yeah.
I mean, the
'Cause,
last thing I want is for you to die.
I'm pretty sure we're in a situation now where there are some things worse than death. And being captured by the government ranks below the death meter. For me personally, you can make that decision for yourselves. But like, oh, and actually, even if we did go to the hospital, Lee, you are not coming, because the next thing you know, you're going to be telling the doctor that I don't know, I was in shop and chopped my finger off, and somehow it resulted in all these bite marks instead.
No,
So-
it was we talked about it. It's a motorcycle accident into cactuses.
With mouths?
Yes.
No, they just poked him that way. Okay, you know what? I was panicking. I thought motorcycle accident would cover as an excuse. I didn't think about bite marks. God, it bit you.
Venus flytraps.
Fine.
They don't grow here.
They don't-
Right? Looks at
they
Ruby.
They no, and it's acid. That's how they digest their food.
See?
It's fine.
It's not fine, Ruby. This isn't fine. You almost died.
Ruby's.
Carm.
That-
I'm gonna leave now. Thanks, guys.
What?
Have a good night.
Come here. You're hurt too.
I'm fine.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. Look at perfect. I kicked it so hard.
You
It's
also
great.
have bite marks, and they should be tended to.
It's like a single one.
That should be tended to.
It's not as
Come
bad as
here.
when my cat bit me once. It's fine. What if we just say you got bit by a lot of cats?
I don't think these are cat-shaped bites. I will be fine.
You should get looked
Something.
at.
Hmm?
We can't. Okay. Just goes back
No,
to like
I
pacing the
didn't-
room.
I just. It was chasing after another person, and I didn't want him to get hurt. And I didn't want any of you to get hurt either. But I'm sorry. It was stupid. Let me patch you up.
Carm?
Yeah.
Where did you leave your bike?
Oh, it's out front of the coffee shop. I should go back and
No.
I need to get back up
No.
to the roof.
No.
Question.
You are not
Would
driving my bike.
like size of bike, would it be able to fit into any of our vehicles?
No, it is a full motorcycle.
Oh man.
No, unless one of you has like a flatbed truck, but even then, it's a street cycle, not a dirt like zippy little
Mhm.
dirt motorcycle. It's Indiana Spirit for those of you who or Indian Spirit for those of you who know about motorcycles and care about them. No, it would not fit into a car.
Oh, that's a shame.
Just put it on top. I'm
I mean,
kidding.
I don't doubt that you'd be able to lift it
Such
at
a
this
bad
point,
idea.
but it's a very bad idea. Okay.
We just leave it there. It's fine. No one's gonna take your bike. It's okay. You're not riding your motorcycle
I
right
know.
now.
No. I know. No one's gonna take it. It's more about I was seen going to the rooftop, and then I will never be seen coming back down from the rooftop, which is suspicious.
Do you have? Can I borrow one of your work uniforms? I can walk back down with like a hat on. Definitely the same height.
We are not the same height.
But if we do it when you're busy, no one will question it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Could you do me a favor?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I'll just do it myself, and I'll go to get up from my seating position.
Okay.
No.
Stop it.
Can you grab me water from the fridge? It's just in one of my water bottles. It's just tap. Just need a drink.
This feels like a trap, but I will go grab their water bottle.
And as Veronica comes back and hands me my water bottle, I'm gonna overreach. Veronica, I'm gonna grab your wrist and pull you down to sit on the bed next to me. And I already have bandages and stuff that I've been slowly like grabbing out of the health kit while we've been bickering.
It's a trap.
Yeah. Now, pardon, I'm not as practiced. But I'll kind of like flick my fingers out a little bit, and I'll activate my last available mutation for the day, which is going to be extended fingers. So as I'm like flicking them out, they like get actually longer. They get probably like a third knuckle joint in there. And
Fair warning, you have disadvantage on first aid rolls made on me.
That's fine, because I just gave myself advantage for first aid rolls.
Nice. Nice. I did manage to find I do actually have the rules. I was wrong. I was right. It has 3 uses, so I got it halfway correct. It has 3 uses. You've used 1, so it has 2 left. But it gives you a +1. So
Okay.
it didn't wind up meaning that different for you for yours because you got only 1 health from it anyway. So that's not a big deal. We're not going to retroactively change that. But you give yourself advantage. So you were rolling a streetwise difficulty, whatever you'd like, with advantage and a +1.
How much health are you missing, Veronica?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would, because I'm trying to decide how difficult this roll needs to be.
Not as much as you are by at any like level. It doesn't need to be that
going
difficult. It's fine. I'm fine, I promise.
urgent carrot.
Ooh.
Okay.
And roll a d10.
Okay. You were rolling with advantage, so D8, remember?
Yeah.
From the giving yourself advantage. But
Oh,
you were
yes, yes,
trying
yes.
to do...
But it's also disadvantage because
But it's also never mind, it
Yeah,
cancels
so
itself
it
out.
cancels
You're rolling a
out.
D10.
restless.
Cancels itself out. D10, but you have a +1 to your streetwise.
Excellent. I rolled 3 degrees of success.
Nice.
Alright.
So you'll heal 5.
Perfect, yep.
Nice.
Okay. Just, I know big words coming from me, but try not to get hurt again.
Try not to run into something alone and make stupid choices.
You got me there. Okay. Whatever we do going forward, we do it together. Deal?
This feels like a hand in the middle type thing.
Yeah.
She actually does it.
Lee,
So
Ruby,
that Lee and Ruby can also do it too.
She does it, but it's really hesitant because they're just like looking back and forth between Carm and Veronica, having the moment being like, I don't want a third or fourth wheel this, but I guess, and just puts his hand in.
Nope, Karma's speaking to all parties here.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
I mean, to be fair, I need to patch you up too, because you also got hurt, Ruby. Don't think I didn't see it.
Okay.
You can only perform first aid checks once per frame and receive them once per
Oh.
frame. So someone else would need to patch up.
Somebody else will have to do it.
Yeah,
Lee
I'll
works at a hospital.
I'll do it for Ruby.
Yeah, I feel like Lee. Yeah.
I've just been confused the whole time that Lee's not the one patching people, and it's just like, don't you hospital.
Yeah, Lee, you get a
It's,
+1 to first aid checks from your background, I'm gonna say.
Oh, sick.
I can
okay.
think that counts as like a specialty level thing for you because you
Nice.
work in a hospital. So you get a
Sweet.
+2 to your streetwise if you'd like to roll to patch up Ruby.
I
Again,
would
any difficulty
love
of your
to.
choice.
How hurt are you, Ruby?
I'm missing 6 hit points.
Okay. In that case, I'll try a D8.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. So, okay, I've got 3 degrees of success.
Okay, so then you will restore 4 health.
Thanks, Lee.
Yeah, of course. I've only watched people do this, so thank you for bearing it.
I love being a guinea pig.
Okay. So, fire's no good.
No, but fire extinguishers. Yes.
Okay.
It's cold, like ice. So we don't need the big freezer to try and trick it into.
Mm-hmm.
We can get things that cause a rapid drop in temp.
Yeah. Would anyone be able to bankroll that? Or, I mean, I'm not against grabbing.
Yeah, it's fine. I haven't used any of my allowance this month. We're totally fine.
Okay. I've got the water bill due next week, so I had nothing. Oh.
So where are we? How are we? Okay. Maybe if we start with where do we even want to try and lure this thing to? Hospitals, I'm assuming now out because that's way too many people to have around it.
That's so many people. Yeah, we can't be seen. Forest? It likes to hang around the hiking trails in the morning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If we, oh god, yeah, I mean, if we pull it out into the hiking trails, maybe we can avoid running into too many people.
Ruby, would you be able to, I don't know, make a plant grow in the trail so people don't run on it? She has no clue how your stuff works. It's just like, you grow plants.
I can do something, I'm sure.
Because if we block the trail, people won't use it, and then there's less people. So then, I don't know, I'm a fast runner. I could run by it and make it chase me.
Yeah.
Right?
But
that sounds so easy. It's not going to work very well, is it? Goes back to pacing.
I mean, to be fair, the jogger this morning was able to at least keep pace in front of it, it looks like. So, I mean, you're pretty much like the best person there ever was to be person.
Aww.
Right? But I hate the idea of using you as bait, I'll be honest with you.
I mean, to be fair, when it kept trying to hit me, I'm pretty quick. So it didn't really, it got me the one time decently good, but I'm fast, so it's okay.
As you guys are sitting there in the middle of this very sort of somber, a little bit tense moment, someone, Ruby, you recognize it as yours, your phone starts ringing.
Oh God.
And you look at your phone, and the first thing you notice is the time. It's about the time of your first break that you have at school. Your sort of like mini morning break before your lunch break, which is your larger break. And Marisol's calling you.
Oh God.
Just tell him a friend got hurt and you're helping, because that makes sense. You're such a good person.
Yeah. I'll do that. And I answered the phone.
You
Carmen's
answer,
already like head in hands.
and you hear on the other end, hey, Ruby, you weren't in class. Is everything okay?
Yeah, kind of. Just someone got hurt and I was helping them. It's been a really weird morning. I'll tell you about it later. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh, is everything okay?
It's okay now. It's okay now.
Wait, where are you? Like, someone got hurt on campus? Because, like, I know you were here, because we drove here this morning.
Shit.
No, it
But-
was out of
Like, if you're near here, I can come find you.
No, it's okay. I have a ride to get back to school. Don't worry about it. I'm fine.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. As long as you have a ride. Wait, so you left campus?
Yeah, it was off campus. It was an emergency and we had to disappear for a sec, but we should be back soon.
Wait, who are you with? Is it like, is it someone from band or?
No, Veronica. I'm with Veronica.
Wait, Veronica the cheerleader?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess. Well, you're coming back. Are you like you're coming back? You said you have a ride.
Yeah. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Okay. Then I guess I'll see you at lunch then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll like take notes for you in class.
I'd appreciate it, Marisol. Thank you.
Okay. And she hangs up.
She sounds pretty. Oh.
What are you
I'm not
talking
gonna
about?
not gonna make you roll anything for that because I'm gonna just say that since you're very close, she believes you. She doesn't think that you, and you didn't technically
Aw.
lie. Nothing you said was a lie. That was all true. Yeah. So your absence has been noticed. That's for sure. At least by one person. Probably also by your teachers.
We should probably go back.
You need to rest. No, you're not going back to school.
I need to be seen where I'm supposed to be seen. And Carmel stand up, kind of stretch a little bit, and just slightly more believable than before, look okay.
Yeah, with your 2 HP.
Twice as okay as before.
I'll probably look around for a different set of clothes that are not damaged.
Smart, yeah.
And I think she like goes to start getting undressed and then has a moment where she like looks around and is like, right. Hold on, I'll be back. And just goes to the washroom for a minute and comes back in a new outfit. Pretty much the same standard all black.
I mean, okay, so are you just getting your bike and then coming here? I mean, no offense, your attendance isn't stellar at school.
I mean,
Anyway.
fair, but I feel like with everything else that's going on and probably going to be recorded some way, somehow today, I should probably be at school for, like, cover-up's sake.
Okay. Because if we needed to lie, at least Ruby and I could say that I'm the one who got bit. And Lee
That's
helped
fair.
bandage it up? Because that would explain
Yeah.
why Lee was also missing. But you're kind of covered in bites, and I don't know how to explain that one away, because no one will accept motorcycle accident, apparently. Unless you were...
Shit, you're right.
Does your stuff, like... Does Carm's clothing, like, cover the worst of it? And they just kind of look, like, run down, maybe?
I'm probably wearing
Or-
like a hoodie and like pants,
I hope you're wearing
long
pants.
sleeves. Oh, I'm wearing pants for now.
Well done.
Who knows? The frog boxers may return.
New donation reward. Choose the next boxers that
Next boxer design.
Amazing.
Okay, let's go back. I shouldn't have too many bites on my face.
No, your face is mostly fine.
Okay, we got this. That's an easy. It's not a
fine.
lie.
It's
I
fine.
did get
It's fine.
bit. You can cover
Yeah.
up your wounds, and then it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It was. You got assaulted by an animal, and you called the group chat by accident, and we all ended up
This
going
raccoon
to look
fell
out.
out of the tree.
This raccoon fell out of a tree. Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't
You
say
know what,
raccoon
this is-
because rabies.
Oh,
Which is why we took so long.
Okay.
I don't do
I don't
needles.
Maybe like
What
a
can I-
dog then?
Well, no, because that'd be a lot bigger, wouldn't it? Should we just go with the cat? There was a cat in my car and it bit
Cat,
me.
okay. Sure. This is only like a sliver better
someone
than Kid
asked.
Police. I need everyone else to know this. Gee,
Me being bitten by a cat is far more believable than children being police officers.
I didn't come up with it. That's on
Lee
Lee.
gets an excuse.
For
You're very
what?
pretty.
That's fair. Yeah, no, Addie is very, very pretty. You chose good.
Okay. It sounds like the plan.
Anyway, to school.
Yeah, to school. Sounds like plan. Are you going to pick up your motorcycle first?
Um,
Can you ride it right
can-
now?
I can. I mean, I'm feeling better.
Okay.
Just a little bit, but I'm feeling better. I'm not about to pass out.
Perfect.
Yeah, so here's what's gonna happen. Is I'll go, Veronica, could you give me a ride back to the motorcycle? It's on the other side of town.
Yeah. That's fine. I could be a little bit later. It's okay.
Thank you.
All right. So you guys are headed there first. Back to get the motorcycle.
Yep.
And the other two of you just gonna head right back to school?
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
Okay.
Works, yeah.
Are you going to try to sneak onto campus unnoticed? Or are you just gonna walk right in?
Ah, that's a good question. I think Ruby would try to sneak back in without being
Mhm.
seen.
Okay. Lee, you two?
No, Lee's just gonna walk right
Just gonna
on.
walk right in.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Okay, go ahead then. If you're sneaking in, roll me a stealth.
What's the die type?
A D8.
D8, okay. That is 3 degrees of success with a 1.
Okay, very nice. You managed to make it in without any teachers, adults, or otherwise authority figures spotting you. Lee, on the other hand, if you're just going right for the front door and walking in,
Yeah.
you walk in and you make it about 3 steps in through the door before your history teacher, Mr. Ramiros, whose class you were supposed to be in this morning, sees you and stops and calls, Lee, you missed class
Yes.
this morning, and I have been told that
no.
you're not the only one who missed some classes this morning. You, and if you could gather up your whole group of you who missed, have been or asked to go to the principal's office after school today.
Oh, okay. Thank you, and I'm sorry. I'm just very tired.
It's only the first week of school, so if you're
I
tired, you might
know.
want to work on getting some more rest because it is only going to get worse from here.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Okay. And he walks off. Ruby, you go and you sneak your way in. It's like a passing period. It's like in between classes when you guys get there. So you're able to kind of sneak in amongst the crowds and get into class. This is not a class that you have with Marisol, I'm going to say, so you don't see her right away. But as soon as it hits lunchtime, she immediately is like looking like she meets you as you're leaving your classroom. Hey, Ruby, what happened? You said Veronica got hurt?
Yeah, something about an animal. I wasn't actually there. I just helped what happened afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad everything and everyone is okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine now.
Okay, it must have been kind of serious for you to miss, like, all morning. Like, you missed, like, 2 classes.
Yeah, kind of lost track of time, to be honest. It was a lot going on.
Okay, yeah. How many strain effects do you have right now?
Strain? I don't think I
Yeah,
have
do you have
any.
any? Okay.
No.
Okay, then you're fine. She does just kind of look at you and she, have you been, like, hanging out with Veronica and, like, I know we had lunch with them recently and, like, you've just been, like, really busy since this school year started. I know, like, we talked on, like, the first day of school, we didn't really hang out that much over summer, and we were gonna do some stuff after school, but I feel like I haven't really seen you.
Yeah, hanging out with, because we have that group, that science class group with Veronica and
Yeah.
Carm and Lee. So we've been doing a lot of work on that class lately.
Oh, I thought that class was supposed to be easy.
Yeah, it's easy, but like a lot of group projects for some reason.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Group projects are not that great. I bet, like, not to be mean or anything, but I bet in that group, not everyone is pulling their weight evenly.
You'd be surprised, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know any of them that well. I just know people are not always the nicest about Carm. I know she kind of has a reputation.
She does, but you'd be surprised once you get to know her how that's actually not very true.
I mean, you always bring out the best in people, I feel like, so not that surprising.
I mean, it's not like I try. I think people just don't give people the benefit of the doubt.
Well, I think it's great that you do. Are they here? Do you want to have lunch with them again, or?
I haven't seen them yet. I know Veronica said she had to do something real quick, but I mean, I always like hanging out with you, so We can have lunch. That's fine. That's better than fine.
Yeah. I guess we can have lunch and yeah. Did you want to hang out or like do something after school? We don't have to if you're busy with like homework and group projects and stuff, but or maybe this week. Like I personally, I don't have a lot of homework yet. So it sucks that you do like so early.
Yeah, but I think this week might be a little out there, but next week for sure, I'll probably
Okay.
be more available.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can just have lunch and hang out, and yeah, you can tell me more about this animal injury. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Like a wild animal?
I don't know. I think so. Either that or a cat. I think she was saying it was a cat.
Oh.
She was hysterical. It's fine.
Yeah, no, we do have stray cats in my neighborhood, I guess, yeah. And she seems a little confused, but again, you're not showing a ton of visible damage about you. You were not hurt too badly. You don't have a ton of strain effects, so she's not questioning things too badly. And you guys head off to have lunch. Right about lunchtime is when Veronica and Carm are going to arrive. But is there anything you guys want to do in the car ride to the motorcycle and then to the school?
One of the first things I did, because gossip is a beautiful thing, I've messaged all of like my cheerleading squad that I got bit by an animal and I'm not sure I'm able to practice and I'm having a panic attack and a whole bunch of other things that are like typical, like I'm freaking out. What if it leaves a scar? And just I won't be able to practice, so I'm getting out of cheerleading practices for a few days and I'm putting like my co-captain in charge. She's great. But also knowing that they're 100% going to go and like gossip about it to people and how Carm got rid of the animal that bit me and it was just gigantic. Maybe it was a cougar. It wasn't. Everyone's like, you're overreacting. And that Ruby and Lee were so helpful in bandaging and helping calm me down and that they're wonderful. So just like that gossip spreads about how amazing they are. Absolute heroes.
Yeah, I think as Ruby, like as you and Marisol walk into the like cafeteria for lunch, like people are coming up to you and being like, "Oh my gosh, I heard you were so brave," and like you help Veronica like calm down, and like people are. It's a variety of people who like believe it or not. Like some people are like, she got scratched by a cat. Like what's the big deal? Definitely like Mark and his table of football guys are the ones who are just like Mark's like, yeah, she's always been like so like overly sensitive and like she's just so dramatic. It's just a cat scratch. Like he's just, talking shit about like so dramatic, like just like her, so typical. She over exaggerates everything. She said it was a cougar. What? Where is she gonna go to be attacked by a cougar? And she'd be in the hospital. Like
we live
we're
in
just
the mountains.
overhyping it. We do live in the mountains. Yeah. But he's just, he's just calling you dramatic and stuff like that. And again, like the cheerleader squad are like, no, like she was attacked. Like they're just 100% on your side. So it is like the news by lunchtime for sure.
Perfect.
Anything else you wanted to do in the car ride over, getting the motorcycle?
No, I think Carm is a little sheepish in the car ride. Just because this is not how she wanted things to go. Yeah.
Okay.
I think if anything, there's a general air where like it feels like Carm is about to say something and then doesn't, and that happens like 7 or 8 times.
Same thing. And then I think we get there and I'm just like, I go to like turn to be like, so actually, maybe could you put like just some small like scratch marks in my seat? It's okay that it gets scratched. But then There's already blood. That's yours. We don't need to talk about that.
fine.
But maybe then I could just say
fine.
open my door and there was like a large cat in here and no one knows. I don't know animals. So it's fine. Because you like...
I'm kind of out of juice.
Okay, never mind.
But I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm sorry.
For what?
Look, after the guy last night or the night before, when was that? That was last night, right? Out of game?
Yes, it was last night, yeah.
Like, God, legitimately, I don't want any of you to get hurt. This makes sense for me. This is it for me. Like, if I fight monsters and can't ever be seen again, there's nothing missing from the world. But you and Ruby and Lee, you all have places to go. You have people to be. And I thought maybe this morning I could handle it and none of you would have to get hurt. And you got hurt.
Just like a step forward and I just like arms around your neck and hug you. You're important too, Carm. And there are definitely people here who would miss you and be extremely pissed at you if you die.
Right.
I'll make Lee bring you back so I can scold you if you die. So that's a threat. You don't get off so easy.
You're gonna scold me after I've died?
Yes. Because you don't get to fight this alone. We're all in this together and we're all gonna make it out of it together. And it's gonna be fine. You don't get to do that again, because I was terrified.
You are something else.
All right. Is that the note on
we
which
should
you
get back
arrived
to
to school? Yeah.
School. Yep.
Yeah.
School.
Yeah. You arrive to school. Again, it is about like I'm gonna say like mid-lunch by the time you guys arrive.
Yeah.
You get in. Your cheerleading squad just swarms you, Veronica, asking how you are, how you survived. Are you okay? Just and actually, Carm, you too. You are not used to this level of attention outside of from like the tech kids. But everyone is, asking you how you did it, like you treating you like Veronica's hero.
I was really simple. I just it was rabid. It was some sort of cat. I didn't see it properly, but it had I just happened to be driving by, just helping out.
Oh my gosh, it was rabid. I've never seen a rabid cat before. What did it look like?
Yeah, it's crazy. It was like
It's like really black and like it was dark and it was, I don't know, wet. So I don't know if it got in something or like rolled in oil or something weird. And it was everywhere. So I'm assuming there's probably, I didn't go home and change. I probably have like some oil on me and stuff. I'm like, I don't know if it was a reaction. And then it was in my car.
And they're like coming up and like putting arms around you and like hands on you. And if you look in the distance, you see like Mark and the football boys just like scoff and like, look away, like they're tossing their football around again. That's all they do.
I think when they look at us and scoff, I want to make direct eye contact with Mark.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give him the most smug, shit-eating, like.
I see. You did.
Like he.
Yeah. He locks eyes with you, and he also gives you like a semi-smug look back. You're not entirely sure why. But when you go into your next class, both of your teachers pull you up to the front and say that the principal would like to speak with you after school. So if
Can't
it's
do
okay,
that, sorry.
Am I in trouble?
I am not sure. I just know that you've been asked to go to the principal's office. And then you say that you can't, Carm.
Yeah.
Why not?
I've got bills to pay. Sorry.
I don't think this will take that long. It will probably only take 5 or 10 minutes.
Fine. Okay.
And if you don't go now, you're going to have to go either before school or at lunch tomorrow.
Okay. I mean, we both know before school is not happening, so.
Yeah.
Can I like take 5? I should let my work know ahead of time that I'm gonna be a little late, you know? Common courtesy.
Call them on your next passing period. You'll have time.
Fine.
So if you call John. John is always understanding, at least a little bit, when you have to be a couple minutes late, so he says that's fine.
Yeah. My friend got attacked by a cat and I had to save her and we didn't get to school till late, so now I'm in trouble. Sorry.
Yeah. John just always, he's very hard to like shake. Like he's just like, okay, yeah. Like that sounds perfectly believable to him. He doesn't question it. He's just like, yeah, okay. Be here, get here when you can get here.
Thanks, Dad. Fuck. Click.
Click. So it is after school. You've all, if no one else has anything they want to do, we're just gonna skip to the end of the school day. You've all been summoned into the principal's office. The principal is Miss Tisby. She is a very strong and slightly intimidating looking, dark skin, dark curly hair, always has her glasses, kind of like old person glasses on. I don't have a nicer way of describing that. I feel like that gets the image. Just, it's a style, it's a look. And she is an older woman. She always is kind of dressed just like a little bit out of fashion. And she works with high schoolers, so that is something that people comment on, and often not nicely, because high schoolers are rude and mean oftentimes. So that is kind of her reputation. She is not everyone's favorite principal. She is a little bit strict, a little bit mean.
What's her first name?
Oh God, don't do it.
You're gonna make me get out my NPC list, aren't you?
Yeah. I just want to know.
Meredith.
Yes, it's Meredith now, so I don't have to look. Yeah. Saves me from having to open the document.
Seems like a solid
Meredith
principal
Tisby.
name.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you all four are entering there together. And she calls you in. Come in, have a seat.
I will turn my chair around and sit on it backwards. Hey, Meredith.
She knows you, and you know her.
You know, the green in your dress today, phenomenal with your skin tone.
Carmilla?
I meant it genuinely. I'm sorry I sound like a sarcastic asshole all the time. Like, legitimately, it's a really good color on you.
Thank you. You kids... You all missed your classes this morning, and I have heard that it was because of an animal attack.
I got bit. Like, immediately starts crying.
Yeah. You're not in trouble yet. I just have to investigate the circumstances, because we also got a report from a student that you all missed class and just simply had skipped, had ditched class in order to spend time together. That report was made early this morning that you had just ditched, that you'd all left.
Miss Tisby, I've never missed a single day of school in my entire career, and as a senior, I find it extremely upsetting that someone would insinuate that I would just skip school.
Yes, well, it is my job to investigate what happened.
I've never even taken a sick day. I got bit and I'm here. I showed up after a traumatic morning.
Go ahead and roll me a deception check, I'm gonna call it, for this one. And if anyone wants to chip in and back her up, you can assist.
Yeah.
I will assist on that. And I was first on scene. I happened to be driving by. I managed to pry the animal off of Veronica, and I'll like pull back my sleeves just enough to like show some like scratch and bite marks on like my wrists.
Yeah.
Because my deception is 5,
Yeah.
so I should be able to help.
Fun fact about suspicion: if you have 2 or more strain effects, or are at half or less health, you
Oops.
also have to make your own check. Because you are not looking good.
Okay.
Oh, I have 2
I'll-
strain effects, so what do I do?
Okay, you're gonna make. You have 2 strain effects. I'm gonna say you are making the same check, but at disadvantage because you are not yourself. And the principal does not know you very well. Miss Tisby is not someone you've interacted with a lot.
Shit.
But
Well,
because
yeah,
you know,
good student.
you're a good student. You don't need to be here.
Shit.
Exactly.
Oh.
But
So
you're
what's
just
my
there's something
name?
about having those strain effects, right? It affects how you act. You're not acting like your normal self.
I mean, I am paranoid regardless. I feel like it lends to me being
Yeah.
paranoid about being bitten.
And then Neon, I'm going to need you to make that as well.
Yeah, deception as well.
Yeah. And she's looking around at all of you, and again, really, Carmilla's the only one here with the reputation. Okay, 2 degrees.
Just made
And-
it.
Just made it. Okay. She gives you all like a long look, and she looks over your bite marks, and well, we didn't get any evidence of the claim that you had just ditched class. That was just what someone came and told me this morning. So, I don't have any proof. I can see that you clearly were bitten by something, and I do know your record, Veronica, and I know your mother as well, since she is on the school board. You don't seem like the type of kid who would just ditch class for no reason, so I'm gonna let it slide this time. But if something like this happens again with you 4, you'll be back in my office.
I understand, Meredith.
No.
How are you feeling next week, Wednesday? Is that a good day for you?
Carm, stop.
I also got a report, Carmilla, about a car that was keyed in the parking lot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Once again, we
Did
do
the
not have
same
any
person-
proof.
There we go.
We do not have any proof of this, so I'm going to let you off and let it slide this time. But just, I don't want to see you back in here. This is your senior year.
Understood.
Just out of curiosity, still like crying because just full sending it.
Yeah.
Did the same person make the report for both?
If a student comes to me with a report or a concern, I keep that information anonymous.
Because if they did, they're my ex. And I feel like they're just targeting me. And it's making everything so much worse.
If you would like to talk about this further, we have a school counselor who you can address your concerns to.
I can also second that. Her ex is a nasty piece of work, and if it wasn't for the fact that he needs his legs for the big game at the end of the year, I'd be having more concerns. Or rather, you'd be having more concerns. There it is.
Camilla, no matter how
Look.
much of a jerk one of your fellow students is, please don't threaten them in the principal's office.
How many, Meredith, let me run this by you real quick. How many theater kids have come in here reporting bullying? How many? It's every single one of them, I know. Okay? And it's one person, and he gets to flaunt around like the school's greatest prized peacock. So maybe, just for once, like, look, we know each other. We've talked to each other many times. I understand
Unfortunately.
that it's not always the best of things. But like by now you gotta understand, like every time I'm in here, it's for a like good reason at the end of the day. Like last week when I came in because I had dented one of the football lockers so they wouldn't open. Yeah, that that player, he swirlied one of my tech kids, one of the freshmen too. Dude looked like soft served ice cream. Okay.
I will report your concerns to the school counselor, and they'll do another seminar on bullying. Not that those help anyone, anyways. There's not
Exactly.
much more I can do unless you. I will report your concerns to the school counselor. None of you are getting in trouble today. Just don't skip school again. You're all dismissed. I know you all have extracurriculars to get to.
Absolutely. And it's 80% dark chocolate that you like, right?
Yes.
If that's everything, I have work.
Yes, that is everything. Carm, do not be back in here next week.
But how am I going to bring you your chocolate? And I'll leave.
With that, yeah, you all leave. You all have things to get to. Although, Veronica, you did get yourself out of cheer.
Mhm.
Yes, you were saying. So you're going to take on some stress for that because you are missing a responsibility, but we'll tally that up later. Everyone else is busy. Carm, you have work. Ruby, you have band. So Marisol meets you, and you guys go to band together. Carm, you're on your way to work. You get there, and John greets you. You think it's your boss, John. They all look slightly distinct. But they all same hair color, same eye color, same basic facial structure. It could just be that all white men look alike. And they're all called John. So
you actually it's a code of pens that they keep in their front pocket.
There we go. Yeah.
There are different
That
numbers and
distinguishes
colors
them.
depending on which John it is.
There we go. Because they don't really have any super distinguishing features, and they also don't really have any super distinguishing dress because they're all wearing. You've never seen John not wearing a work uniform, so like full long sleeves, long pants, protective gear, often protective gloves, although those are iffy depending on if he's like working or not. But he sees you, greets you. Hey, Carm, everything okay at school?
Hey. Yeah, everything's good. I just one of my friends got attacked by a wild animal on the way in, and I had to stop and help her. And it got a little nasty because I don't know what that thing was, but like it wanted blood. You know? So able to manage to get it off her and stuff, and then we had to like make sure that, you know, we both got bandaged properly and taken care of so we don't get infections and such. It just took time, and we weren't able to call the school.
Got it. Yeah, well, you know how the school is. You might get in trouble for doing you got a bit of a reputation too, so you gotta be careful there. You gotta graduate.
I know.
You're so close.
I'm working on it. So close. We've both been pushing for it, John. I know. Everyone's, and by everyone I mean every John's taken such good care of me. So I really appreciate it.
All right. Well, glad you got the thing dealt with, got yourself patched up, but are you doing okay? You look a little pale. You don't
it
quite
really
look
took
yourself.
it out of me. I'll be real with you.
Yeah.
Doctor said I need to put like antibiotic cream on it for the next few days, but I'll be fine.
Makes sense.
You know?
Yeah. Well, you take care of yourself. Take it easy today.
Yep.
I'll talk
problem.
with John, and we can rearrange some of the work you're doing. Maybe keep you here. Keep you light jobs today.
Yeah, I mean, there's always like files that need to be done.
Yeah.
I don't think I finished the work order on that gate.
You did not.
Yeah,
No,
last time because I finished the work, but like I didn't file the paperwork for it. So
yeah, maybe take a paperwork day. Keep it simple. Keep it easy.
Oh, speaking of, I ended up using most of my health kit, most of my first aid kit, to patch up my friend. I know it's technically work issued, work property, but I figured the betterment and health of all people in the town was a little bit more important than who belongs to what.
It is. Yeah, it's fine. You can grab another one on your way out. It's worth it to keep. It's for you. It's to keep you safe. Keep your friends safe.
I appreciate you, John.
That's fine. Yeah, grab another one.
You wouldn't have to have any extra fire extinguishers either.
Extra. Do you need one? We could just go down to the hardware store and buy you one.
My kitchen one expired.
Yeah. Technically, like company property, you shouldn't be taken back to your place.
So
but like,
sorry.
we could just
You're
go
right.
after. We could go after work and buy you one if you need one.
I can pick one up. It's okay.
Okay, as long as you're
Thanks.
sure.
Yeah. Thanks, John.
Go ahead and roll me a deception check. You're not necessarily lying to him, but you're pretty beat up. And again, that below half health triggers lots of suspicion checks.
I failed by 1.
Okay, you're gonna go ahead and take 1 suspicion.
Can't lie to my fucking 16 dads.
No. He's again, it's not suspicion doesn't necessarily mean like he thinks you're lying. It more means in this case he's concerned. He's concerned that like something happened worse than what you're saying because you look bad. Like 2 health is like death's door still. The rulebook does describe like the different levels and you look not good. Even though you've managed to cover some of it up and it's not a lot on your face, you're showing it just in your attitude, and again, you're kind of pale. It's not fantastic. So you don't look your best. What is your suspicion at? What's
1.
your suspicion? Okay.
I have 3 total.
You have 3 total. So nothing bad is gonna trigger yet. You can take 2 more suspicion before something bad triggers. So you're fine. You're fine. 1 shot's normally suspicion, not a huge deal if you've got a decent amount of it. Just a good reason to not go too wild. Meanwhile, Lee, you are doing some AP work when you get a phone call from Addie.
Oh boy.
And I imagine like amidst all that, he'll just go to like if there's like someone watching. I'm imagining it's at a class, like after school or something.
Yeah, you're just like after school in a classroom. It's not like a formal thing. It's more just a bunch of you in the same AP class meet up and do homework together. It's not like a formal study. It's just like a study group.
Okay, yeah, I'll just be like, hey, I'll be right back. And Lee's
Go
gonna
outside.
go outside, maybe go into the bathroom.
Okay.
And then answer it. Hello?
Hey, Lee, right? I got your number right?
Yeah. Hey.
Hi. Yeah. I know it hasn't been that long since you were over, but do you have any updates, any news about my mom?
We're working on it. I think we're making some progress.
Okay.
But that's all I can share right now.
Right.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah. As a brief out of character reminder, you did use the 1 free delete a concept from your friend Isaac to delete the concept that you are the child police. So that no longer exists. To break the veil a little bit for our viewers, the idea of deleting concepts is something that Void can do, and Void is a power in Emergent. Void cannot technically permanently delete concepts quite in the way that I am doing it. However, Isaac has an additional node called I Can Do What I Want. Because I am the GM. And if you buy this game and run it, if you buy this game and run it for your friends, you too can access the I Can Do What I Want node. So I gave you all 1 free delete a concept because, quite frankly, I didn't know how to bring back the child police in a way to bite you in the ass like it should have. So she's just like, I don't exactly know like what you're doing or why.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you doing it. I appreciate our whole conversation from yesterday is kind of fuzzy. I think just because I'm tired, I haven't slept very well, so
I
didn't really remember much of what you said. But I had your number written down.
Right. No.
And I know you were asking about my mom, so I just...
Can I? This might sound a little weird, but and he's gonna go into like one of the stalls. Like put the seat down and sit down and say, can you tell me about your mom?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to know?
Her name.
Okay. Did I not give you her name?
I don't
Oh,
remember.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't entirely remember either. Again, like I said, yesterday's all super fuzzy. Um, I'm trying to remember out of character if I gave you her name. I
I think you did.
think I did.
Um,
Did I
but
write it down?
I forget.
No.
I also forget as the other person who was like present and engaged in that scene. I also forget.
Yeah, she says the same name that I said last time because again, I don't have my NPC document open. Oops.
Hmm.
It's the same name. It's the same person, I promise.
Okay. Yeah, Lee is just gonna ask like some basic details.
Okay.
Like I imagine that I mean he saw the picture, but
Mhm.
probably would want to be sure.
Yeah.
Because what I'd like to do is after asking her a couple times, eventually like Lee's nervousness starts to bubble up, and then he'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I've got to go."
Okay. Yeah,
But
just let me know if you find anything.
oh, we'll do. Flip.
Mhm.
But then he's gonna hope that this doesn't work.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
he's gonna
Hmm.
use his spirit siren to try
Mhm.
to summon the
The
ghost
ghost.
of Addie's mom.
Yeah.
Addie's mom.
You stop and concentrate for a moment and you think about all again, she told you know what she looks like. She told you again a couple of details about who she is as a person, what she's like, and you focus in on her name. And as you do so, I imagine you kind of like close your eyes and really concentrate for a second. And then
Mhm.
when you open them, there is the ghost of Addie's mom standing in front of you. You're assuming ghost because she is slightly see through and also standing in front of you in the bathroom stall. She looks confused. She looks exactly like the picture, brown hair pulled back. Uh, no idea how she got here. Where? What? Where am I?
I'm so
Who are
sorry.
you? Who are you?
And Lee, like seeing he's failed her, he just kind of leans down, head in his hands, and he just kind of starts sobbing on the toilet seat.
What's going on? Are you all right? And just kind of lean down and like she tries to touch you and like put a hand on your shoulder, but it obviously doesn't touch. You
Lee
feel it a little bit. You feel it more than a normal person would.
Lee will raise his head and say, "I'm all right. Uh, I'm sorry. I promised that I could help you."
Help me.
Yeah. Your daughter.
Oh, Addie. Yes,
Mhm.
do you know her?
Yeah. Uh, and Lee is more overwhelmed than he has been. And he says, I have some questions for you.
Oh, okay, sure. If you're a friend of my daughter's, I don't get to meet very many of her friends. She's so busy. She's always working and volunteering. Doesn't leave
Yeah.
enough time for fun.
Yeah. And at this point, he's probably gonna text to the group chat
Mhm.
to Carm, Ruby, Veronica. And initially it's what you've normally seen where he types something and he backspaces. but what you would see, the first thing he types is, I failed. And then it backspaces over and says, I have another ghost. What do you want to know?
And I think we're going to give everyone some time to think about that over the week. With that note, we're going to wrap up. We have one more episode left, one more week, unless we meet our fundraising goal, in which case we will be back for a second season with a totally
Back for
new
second
monster.
season.
Back for more. Please let me give Lee a
Ooh.
happy arc. I need a season 2 of this
Please.
because I need it to be known that I random rolled for who is going to be affected by the monster. I didn't have a vendetta against Lee. It just happened that way. I rolled a d4. So that is where we're going to end on that wonderful, lovely, super happy note from today's session. Go around and
Let's
in
go.
reverse order, except Neon still goes last.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give your outros.
Hi, it's me. I'm Cait. You can find me across all social medias at HandsCait. Alternating Wednesdays, you can find me over either on New Age Geeks for Queer and Present Danger or Tales Guild for Tales of Aegis, where trauma's happening in both places. It's great. Otherwise, you can find it here one more Saturday, and then the next special thing we just got dates and times for will be our quarterly game of Candela Obscura. Our Circle of Wires Whispers is coming back over on Pocket Dragon Pub with wonderful Vixie Bell. That'll be April 26th at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Mountain Time because
I'll also be there.
people don't like it, and you know what? Too bad. I'm using it.
Let's go Mountain Time, baby.
You can watch me play a weird librarian. And that's me.
Alrighty. Hey y'all, and bye. I'm Monroe. I use he, they pronouns. You can find me all over the internet at Monroe. I was here playing Ruby, who is a blast to play. And you can find me on Thursdays at House of Dreams playing Vampire the Masquerade as Gabriel Hermes, our coteries Toreador. And that's mostly where I'm at currently. So, yeah.
I'm Matt. He, him. I played Lee today. He, they, the Harbinger of Pain. And you can find me everywhere as Improv at RPG. And I'll actually be on tomorrow on Altered Echo Archives, rocking some Cypher. So I'll see y'all there. And Quinn, take it away.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I am Quinn. I think I've been the true Harbinger of Pain today for some of you. I use any and all pronouns, and you can find me on Blue Sky at QuinnBeckham27, where I talk a whole lot about this game because I love it, and I got to do some work helping to make it a reality over the last 2.5 years, and I definitely 100% know all of the rules and don't need to look them up. It's a 427-page rulebook with a 186-page expansion. So you know what? It's fine. We're good. I run the game great, and this was a ton of fun. Again, thank you to my amazing players. Thank you to our audience. I love running this game, playing it, talking about it. You can also find me on Sunday nights at Zealzaddy, where I play Alder Hughes. They are a disaster in every aspect of the word. And we ended last session by astral projecting into the strip club. So join us tomorrow night to find out how that goes. I wish that was a joke. It is genuinely what happened. Other things about me, that's all. I will be here next Saturday for our last session, but please donate because I want to give these people another arc. Maybe it'll be happier, or maybe it'll be worse. Or you can, because the donation to get us to a second season is just more money. So you can donate rerolls for our players. They have one more. You have one more reroll. Don't forget about it. You have one more reroll. I have no more monster supercharges. So if you want to see the monster supercharged hit the players, you can donate that. You can donate rerolls. You can donate to get a copy of the rulebook if you want to play this game yourself. And that is everything from me. I will pass it on to our amazing tech runner Neon.
Hello. It is me, Neon Graffiti again. You can find me in the back alleys of your towns, bleeding out probably somewhere. But you can also find me online at It's Neon Graffiti just about anywhere. You can also find us on at Logomancy Media in all places. So if you like this show, want to see more of it, go donate. But if you like the show and you want to see more of it and you can't donate, go at Logomancy Media and be like, hey, we demand more. We want more of this. We love Quinn and Matt and Monroe and Cait so much. You don't have to like me. That's okay. That's not mandatory. But all that said, this lovely stream has been in support of the Trans Lifeline. All the donations that we have up above our heads, we're sitting at $600 right now. Go to the Trans Lifeline. They're a grassroots organization that provides legal and medical aid to trans folks in the United States. And as we are all currently aware, or at least I hope we're all currently aware, that is becoming a more and more dangerous concoction to be a part of. So if you can, donate. If you can't, find someone who can, maybe. And if they can't, maybe you lost a few dollars in the couch somewhere. But really, it means a lot to us to be able to run this game, to be able to fundraise for this organization. And it's been a blast. You'll catch us for one more episode next week. And then I'm also part of the Candela Obscura thing on the Pocket Dragon Pub. And then you'll be able to see us again in the end of May, where I will be running on Saturdays, Emergent as well. Emergent Shattered Future, which I'm now able to actually talk about because it's properly pitched. So we'll see you for next session. But until then, also don't forget to check out, what's up?
Wait.
What's up, babe?
I forgot something. And hey, all these amazing people here are eligible for it. The Crit Awards open in just a few days on April 1st.
Oh my gosh.
Keep an eye on all of these amazing people's shows, whether they're playing, jamming, running. Hey, any of the systems they're part of. Unfortunately, Emergent, not for this Crit Awards, but next year.
Maybe next year.
Hey, Emergent is eligible. Just throwing that out there for next year.
Look, if I don't suddenly somehow sweep a Crit Award, I'm blaming all four of you specifically. just kidding.
Adds me on to the can't win list. Got it. Okay, cool.
God damn it.
No, there's a lot of amazing people on Logomancy's channels and all these other projects that all of these amazing people are part of. So go nominate all your favorite creators.
Yeah.
And recognize them for the hard work they put in.
Tossing in some phenomenal creators. Absolutely. So go do that. But until then, check out the Mega Man D&D happening on Monday night here on Logomancy, run by the lovely Ramshackle Wizard, also known as James. But until then, don't forget to love yourselves, love each other. If you see a piece of garbage on the ground, pick it up. It takes 0% of your energy and makes the world just a little bit of a better place. But until then, bye.
See you back here next week.